You're a really great writer, but we need something new and fresh. So if you don't give me something new and fresh by Christmas, we're gonna go with one of the Gen Z kids.
From the company that still tries to sell greeting cards.
I need a fresh start. I think I'm gonna go to rural Iowa.
Okay, well, don't freaking complain to me when you can't find a good salon out there.
I'm not in New York City anymore.
You're not gonna get far in those high heels, sweetheart.
I misjudge you at the start of the movie, and you annoy me.
You again? Am I at the bakery that I own? You're learning I have a sweet side to me. Well, I'm gluten-free. This is the part of the movie where I'm starting to be interested in you.
Well, if love were a pie, I am missing an ingredient. Maybe that's you. You were just using me to write one of your little New York stories?
Everything I said was true. Everything.
How about you just go back to the city where you came from?
You can't leave tonight. Tomorrow morning's the Cherry Pie 5K. The whole town's gonna be there.
I took the 5K.
I made you this.
Oh, but I'm
Gluten-free.
I think this will be my best story yet.
We had some amazing comments on last episode on the podcast on YouTube. We asked y'all, please, Katie's been postpartum. Every woman knows she's trying to lose the little baby fat, trying to get in shape, all this good stuff. And so we asked y'all, please guess where you think she's at measurement wise, and you guys delivered. So thank you. What did they say?
Not
Jay?
only measurement, also age was.
Oh, nice.
Part of it.
Yeah, that was a little bonus. Thank you guys.
Yeah,
Braden Hillebrandt commented almost immediately. I mean, what time does this go out here?
Finally,
like 4 a.m.
yeah.
Yep.
4 a.m. Wednesday morning. I mean, 4:30 a.m. Braden's commenting. Katie, height 6'6".
Close.
Weight 130. Not bad, Braden. Height and then age 21.
6'6", 130.
6'6",
21 years.
21.
That's my girl, man.
Girl named Carmen said KDM also a 10.5 shoe.
Oh boy!
Ooh,
All
let's
right,
share, Carmen.
Carmen, send over those shoes. That's gonna be extra shipping. Do you have to pay extra shipping when you order shoes online?
Do you?
Someone else just has a legitimate
I know.
guess.
I'm like,
So,
oh.
yeah,
But I feel like
age barrier is just like she's 5'10", 120, age 30.
Yeah.
Okay, well, that's not Lily. You're 31,
Yeah.
and then 5'10". You're good. You're 5'11".
Yeah.
Somewhere 6'6" on a good day.
Yes. Could you imagine someone who was 6'6" and weighed 130 pounds?
You look like Victor Wembanyama.
yeah, I was gonna say he plays for the Thunder right now. Whatever that guy's name is.
Yeah. Ooh, Katie, doppelganger look. Pull up Chet Holmgren.
Yeah, that's what I'm thinking of. Yeah.
Chet.
Katie.
You and Katie in another life. This is you as a boy. She's built like Chet.
6'6", 130.
His arms. Oh my god.
Doppelganger alert. All righty.
Wait, do the picture with his arms raised in the air.
Yeah, do us that one. There it is, Katie.
Honestly, that does look
Katie,
like
give
me.
us the arms. Give us the arms.
That's Chet Holmgren.
Chet, let's get ready. Let's get into this episode, Chet. Like, subscribe, give us 5 stars. Enjoy this episode. Roll music.
Correct opinions. Correct opinions.
Whoa.
That sounded. I like that sound. What was that? Was that? Did you?
I thought my phone was on because I have the Shopify app. And normally it
that's
notifies me
the
when I make a sale.
Sound of a new sale on Shopify.
Kind of up. I didn't make a sale.
Yep, Shopify, baby. If you're doing e-commerce of any kind, you got to do Shopify. I mean, it's the place to do. I sell merch. Jake does. We sell Correct Opinions merch. All Shopify. It's amazing, easy to use. We love it. It powers 10% of all e-commerce in the U.S. Plus, their award-winning help is there to support your success every step of the way. I've had simple problems. Their customer service is amazing. So go check out Shopify today. Use our link, support the show, and sign up for a $1 per month trial period at shopify.com/correctopinions, all lowercase. Go to shopify.com/correctopinions now to grow your business no matter what stage you're in. Shopify.com/correctopinions. Oh, I need to find great talent fast.
Oh, well, look no further. You see that? That's called Indeed.
Oh,
See?
indeed.
You don't have to look very far.
Indeed, it is. Indeed. Oh,
Indeed,
man.
indeed.
Because waiting game's no fun. No one wins when you're playing the waiting game.
No,
it's
they
a
do
tie.
not.
It's like kissing your sister. Mm-hmm. Maybe they have the same name, and maybe you get mixed up, and that's fine, too. But with Indeed, you can streamline hiring with their powerful tools like Instant Match. Over 80% of employers get quality candidates whose resume on Indeed matches their job description the moment they sponsor a job. I've used Indeed to find great talent and hire fast. So use it today. we got an offer for you.
Yep. Instant Match is great. I thought it was a way to find other people that look like your sister. That's not the case.
No.
It's a great way to find hardworking people that fit your job description. Start hiring now with a $75 sponsored job credit to upgrade your job post at Indeed.com/Trey. Offer good for a limited time. Claim your $75 job credit at Indeed.com/Trey. Just go to Indeed.com/Trey and support the show by saying you heard about it on this podcast. That's Indeed.com/Trey. Terms and conditions apply. If you need to hire,
You need Indeed.
Yep.
We're back in the studio. We haven't recorded since Halloween. We had trick or treat. Do you have a bunch of trick or treaters?
It's our first year living in this neighborhood. I don't know what the, population's normally like, but we were disappointed. Not that many trick-or-treaters.
That happens a lot. My first house, you just assume I have a house now.
Yeah.
This is going to be the best night of my life. And
Yeah.
I had we had, at our current home, we probably had...
We had way more than we've ever had.
These are not unusual.
Our third year.
Probably had 20 people knock on the door. 20 groups. And I didn't know. Is this a new thing I'm missing? We had several groups where the parents were in on it. They just had their own bag.
They had their own bags.
They weren't like, I got a kid
Oh.
somewhere else. They're just like,
Load it up.
Let me get some of that.
I was like, whatever. I don't want the candy. Here you go. But
I didn't put any candy in parents' bags.
It was just our neighborhood.
Katie was like, I guess parents get candy now.
That is one of the saddest things is you'll see someone go viral, like, just caught this on my Ring doorbell, and it's like parents stealing candy when, it's like, please take one. It's like the parents know better. They know how cheap candy is. Why are you stealing this? You get this whole bag for $2.
The Ring doorbells were everywhere. What, did you learn nothing from Morgan Wallen? You gotta pay attention. It's crazy. You can't just go.
One of my favorite things though was we have windows next to our front door, and Trey and I were watching TV right there in the living room, and a couple of the kids, they would ring the doorbell, and if we didn't answer instantly, they would just put their head and look inside our house.
Just put your head and do this. Hey!
Candy, feed me.
Oh my gosh. Hi.
It's funny we even saw a little hint of our parenting style arguments in the future, because she would do the candy. So she'd go up and very nice, hi, get some. And it was just a bag of small candies. So she would just be like, get some. And they'd be like, how much? Good little kids. How much? She'd be like, just take some. So of course she had a handful of kids just go.
I did.
She's like, well, maybe don't do that.
There was a couple teenage boys that just said, all right. And they just scooped, and I said, all right, maybe not that much.
And then you'd have the opposite where some poor little kid would grab a singular, Sour Patch straw, half a one.
Yeah.
And be like, okay. And she's like, well, maybe grab one. I was like, Katie, let's just say grab 3 of these. Grab, clear, definitive. That'd be helpful.
Like Chick-fil-A sauce.
And
Just
she would
ask
be like,
how many
no,
you
I
want.
just want them to take what they want. I want...
Because then when I said 3, then you have, then it's like a process where they're like,
Oh, I only
3.
get 3?
Okay,
Okay.
let me look, what are the options? Let
You
me
guys have any
pick it
nerd
out.
ropes?
Yeah.
Derek, you went full size?
It went full size, and we had a lot left over, which is kind of sad. But there was some teenagers that came by, and I did say just take one. There was a punk kid that took 3.
Oh.
And
people pleaser me, just let it go.
just get punked by a kid. That's gotta hurt. When you're around kids more and you start getting punked by 14-year-olds.
They're so cool, though.
Yeah. Derek's wife is like, stand up to him next time. It's okay.
No.
It's okay.
No.
Did he just look at you in the eyes and just be
No,
like,
so he was wearing a scream mask, too, so I never got facial expressions from him.
Yeah.
So...
Full size, I counted. Aren't full size candy bars $1 each? They can get pricey quick.
I think we're around 70 cents. is
Yeah,
what
I mean,
we-
you have
what,
100
did
kids.
you do a variety or did you just do one?
Twix, Snickers, Milky Way, and Reese's.
Dang, that's solid.
Those are
It
good.
was-
My parents were like, we're gonna do full size candy bars. We're like, okay. And my dad, I mean, is this just what's gonna happen? You know, my dad's like, yeah, we're doing full size. He's like, but we also have snack size. So in case a kid, I'm gonna give them what they deserve. They show up and they're not really dressed up. I mean,
They're not saying trick or treat jubilantly enough.
Yeah.
You get a small almond joy.
My dad was, the trick or treat police. You imagine a group of kids. He's like, you full size, and I know
Better luck next
could have
year.
done better. Yeah.
I feel like Rachel and I also discovered part of our parenting style. Rachel was very much, here's the bowl, Merry Christmas.
Yeah,
Go nuts.
You can take it all.
Yeah.
And I was very much like, hey, I'm the man of the house. I'm in
Rules
charge.
around
And
here.
you,
I'm
and
the
you
claw
put it-
machine. Yes, there you go. There you go. There was one time where this cute little girl, she's 4 years old, dressed as a little princess, and it was cold the night of trick-or-treating. She's got her winter mittens on, so she only has 4 fingers and a thumb. And Rachel's like, take whatever you want. And this girl's just
I had a little girl do that too.
Can you maybe help me?
Just trying to grab the sour gummy worms for an hour, it felt like. And I was like, Rachel,
Help
throw
her
her a bone. Jeez.
Come on, you gotta want
You
it.
got it. You got it.
Whatever you want.
That was fun. Also, I was shocked at the first people to show up to our house. I mean, it was 4:15.
Oh, wow.
And they were teenagers, and they were in a Scream mask.
Yep.
And I was like, I think we're being robbed. For a split second, I didn't realize it was Halloween.
It was the same. They worked their way from south to north that night, and they ended up at Darren's.
They were punk kids. They didn't say anything. They just like held their bags open.
I think trunk or treat has ruined Halloween. It's too efficient. And so I think that's why we have less trick or treaters to the house. Did you guys do trunk or treat growing up?
No, I feel like it's
We
a new
didn't.
invention, but yeah, it's where you just line up the trunks of cars and you just hammer it out.
It is so quick.
Wow. You're probably right. People don't want to deal with it. It was cold.
It
was
very
cold.
Man, I remember this. I definitely trick-or-treated too long. I think I was like 15. I was out there.
Really?
I remember my parents giving me a hard time. Like, what? It's like, looking back, I don't know.
You
But I always did a mask. It's smart.
COVID.
Make sure no one knows. Yeah.
Yeah.
Did you take a year off and then like ironically trick or treat, or like was it always?
I think I just did it until finally my parents like you can drive now. You just can't.
You have your own trunk or treat. We moved to Stratford in 4th grade. And so now we don't have neighbors anymore around the country. So it felt like a good time to like kind of wean off the trick-or-treating anyway. You know, I had 8 good years of it or so. That's fine.
Well, I hope everyone had a great time trick-or-treating. We're full-blown in November. Great things are happening. Christmas and the Golden Bachelor finale is upon us. Oh, he's down to 3. They left us hanging. He's about to whittle it down to 2 in the next episode.
Okay.
This show, they open up the episode. He's meeting the family. So of course he's meeting like the grandkids. He's like chatting with a 7-year-old. Do you like my grandma? Oh, Glamma. One of them they call Glamma.
The grandkids call her that?
Yeah.
Interesting. Okay.
It's a fun one. She goes, yeah, Glamma, she's over here a lot because she's lonely.
I thought that
And
was
it's like,
so
how do you cut her loose? I mean, boy.
She needs it. So who are the final 3, and which one do you like?
Teresa,
She's the one I said she looks like
Goblin-y.
Yeah.
She looks like she could be a distant relative.
Yes.
Teresa, Faith, and help me out.
It's cool that faith was a word 60
Leslie.
years ago.
Leslie.
That's the name.
And does Gary have a type? That dog. They look pretty similar.
Yeah, they look pretty similar.
He's pretty. It's Teresa who's like 70 something, and he has 2 like 64-year-old youngins that look like they could be sisters, little brunettes, and they'll be the top 2.
Yeah.
He's a dog.
Yeah.
Is there like an America's sweetheart? Like, is there anyone who's like really won over everybody? Somebody that everyone's rooting for?
Think so.
I don't. Yeah, I feel like it's
a good
because
point.
it's gone so fast. I feel like they haven't really
Got to know him super well.
invested in the women too much. But
Which one's the hottest?
yeah, Trey, which one's the hottest?
That's a good question. Are we doing just face or body too? It's like you're 12 again. I mean, Faith's, I don't know.
Boobs, Teresa.
Faith's got a prettier smile, but the Leslie's, she's, hate to see her leave, love to see her go. I don't know. They're shockingly similar looking.
They are very similar. Looking.
Pretty women that look like they're literally our mom's age, so
Yeah.
that's what they look like.
Well, that's nice. That's good. Golden Batch. Old Gary. Huh?
Gary. That is kind of a bummer. I don't know if people really like Gary. I don't know if there's a woman that stood out. If they're going to obviously do a Golden Bachelorette, which one would they go with?
Ooh.
Probably whoever doesn't get it between Faith and Leslie. Seems like a way to go.
Yeah. Because I don't feel like there was another person that they really like focused on.
I think they're just going to be like, okay, he's 72. And they're like, okay, people really like this woman, and she's 64. Well, that's old enough, right? And I think I just want to see them immediately at some point get young enough where then there's a Bachelor Paradise of like Golden Bachelorette, Golden Bachelors, and the regular one. Because Nick Viall was doing it when he was like 38. Could you imagine, a 38-year-old former Bachelor cozying up with like a 58-year-old full Golden Bachelorette?
Golden-ish Bachelors in Paradise.
I think that's what they're kind of priming this for.
You think that's what it's
Yep.
Golden gets younger, the regular gets older. They meet in the middle somewhere. Was there any like good viral moments, any good drama from Golden Bachelor this season? Like champagne bottles thrown or anything?
No, because they were all
The
pretty
pickleball
respectful
episode's pretty legendary. They had a pickleball tournament
Yeah,
for
we
his
did.
heart.
for his heart. Yep.
For his heart.
And one of the women who did get voted off missed her daughter's wedding to be there.
Oh. Oof.
Yeah, I don't
Okay,
think I don't think she got the reaction she wanted out of
That's
that.
not a net
I
positive.
think that I think that Gary was probably a little bit like, I don't love those set of values.
I think all that tells you is your daughter doesn't like you that much. Yeah, Mom, you just do that.
yeah, that's
No,
Do
that's
that.
great,
I want
actually.
you to do
yeah,
that.
she did say, she goes, yeah, my daughter said that like it's my time to find love now.
Yeah, could you imagine? Mom, don't worry about the wedding.
Well,
don't.
maybe just set her up on a few like blind dates.
Everyone I've seen you at, Mom, you've trying to get with the golden men there. So
Yeah.
just go do it on TV. I don't need you.
There was that one wedding you came to and you were trying to paddle someone else and it wasn't even pickleball.
Yeah.
You were just a
just-
problem.
So you stay back.
That's sad.
So great TV. I kind of like, they're doing it quick. They're already down to 3, 2.
Yeah.
It's just an age thing. They're like, we can't string these people out too long. They're old. They made
It is
just a
interesting
simple
because-
time thing. It's just math.
And I guess not all of them are retired, but some of them were. It's like, it is interesting because like the ones that are more our age have, well, some of them had jobs, whereas a lot of these people are retired. So it's not like they even have
True.
jobs they need to get back to.
True.
It's
Ooh,
almost
nope.
winter though. They're about to like probably go to Arizona for the winter. They're like, hey, we need to wrap this up. I got a
Right.
timeshare
Yeah.
in Naples.
Yeah, Boca Raton is calling my name. I have a cycling
Understandable.
group. I'd be devastated if I missed.
That's gonna be me for sure.
I can't wait for that time of
yeah,
life.
that's gonna be
Yeah, I
me
could
awesome.
see us doing that. You'd retire in Boca Raton or something?
at the beach.
Riding
Yeah,
riding bicycles. and-
yeah.
Cool. All right.
awesome.
So yeah, that's the Golden Bachelor recap. And this week we're heading out back on the road. Been a nice few weeks off. Buffalo, Pittsburgh, Detroit. I said, hey, listen, I know I'm kind of a suburbs guy. Grew up in a nice neighborhood. Get me to these white people. I said,
don't
you know
know.
what? I need a weekend where I bond with the real salt of the earth. The real,
You're a blue collar comedian.
people who get their hands dirty.
Yeah.
So they said, you say no more. Buffalo, Pittsburgh, Detroit, we're coming.
Yep.
I had a DJ Travis is coming out. He's like, are we going to go to Niagara Falls? I was just like, no,
Why would we?
We did
why
last
would-
year.
because Katie was there. She's like, I want to do it. You just took an Uber 20 minutes and like, there it is.
Oh yeah.
It was like
I do remember you guys doing that.
it was an activity to do, and now you can say, huh, we've seen it.
But I had already seen it. So I've seen it twice now. I'm definitely not going to do it
You could say
3
that you've
times.
seen it twice. How cool is that?
Could do 3.
You're good.
It is an impressive thing to look at once.
Maybe I will. The weather's all right.
You've never been.
Never have.
It is pretty touristy, shocker.
I like
But-
touristy things for the most part.
Yeah.
They're touristy because they're cool usually.
Good
Except
point.
for Mount Rushmore. I heard that's lame. Not going there.
It is Niagara Falls is, you're like, okay, wow, this is crazy. Mount Rushmore is way smaller than I realized.
Yeah.
Way smaller.
He's working with a chisel. How good could it be?
I guess that makes sense. Like, how big could it have?
Take a while.
So yeah, go TreyCanal.com/tour. I think Buffalo and Pittsburgh are sold out, but Detroit has some tickets.
Okay.
But check for yourself. Don't
Motor
take my
City.
word for it. Motor City, home of Eminem and Duff. They still have dogs running around the streets.
Is that a thing Detroit had? I
They
didn't know
had
about
feral
that.
dogs. I heard for a while.
Were you going to visit 8 Mile?
8 Mile?
Yeah.
Sure. Yeah, I should. I've never been to Detroit.
It'd be good to say
It's
you've
another
seen
airport. I spent 5 hours at the airport once because Delta screwed me over. It's a nice airport. So we get all our tickets. We're going everywhere. We're going to Hawaii and Australia. We're doing Maui. Obviously, Maui is kind of up in the air. A lot of stuff going on, but they're coming back. They don't want stuff shut down, so we're going. Portions of that show will benefit a couple of the
Oh, that's nice.
nonprofits there. They're trying to build back and help out. So, kind of be a good time. We're gonna be there, and it just hit me this week. I was like, is it gonna be way worse than I think doing a time zone with a baby? Because daylight savings 1 hour has been enough
And
for
you
me to be
think-
like, I don't know if 21 hours difference might be.
You think flying over the international date line might be tougher than 1 hour of daylight savings?
That's what's got me worried.
I honestly think it might be. It's almost like we're skipping a full day, instead of altering, it's not like we're skipping half a day. I think the fact that it's 21 hours and not like 10 hours is going to be better because it's not going to be like a whole confusion of night and day.
I don't know.
But we're going
Starting off in Perth, though.
Perth.
Yeah.
And
We
like
go
3
way
days in
over.
Hawaii first and then Perth.
I know.
I wouldn't want to be.
I think Perth could be
yeah.
a
I think that's
dark
gonna
few
be a
days.
nightmare, honestly.
I'm just gonna be
I
honest.
really.
dark few days.
But it'll be fun.
Are you guys excited to be in the Airbnb with us with possibly crying child?
You know,
None of that too.
I haven't asked a single question. I haven't looked at. I mean, I don't know where we're staying or what we're doing at all.
That's true. We're just getting it figured out.
Rachel
So,
and I are along for the ride.
I'll tell you here first.
Great.
How fun is this? In Perth and Brisbane, it's a party. We're all staying in the same Airbnb.
So you two, me and Rachel, Alan,
And Tom.
And Tom.
4-bedroom Airbnb.
And Thomas.
and
Thomas. It's a party.
I never thought Rachel and tour manager Tom would sleep under the same roof. That's
Yep.
awesome.
They are. I thought, why not? That'd be fun, right? To have a place to stay, hang out.
Wow, that's gonna be awesome.
Because
So
then
that's
we
Perth
have like
and Brisbane.
a kitchen and like a living room.
And then,
Yeah.
so that'll be 6 nights together.
Cool.
Yeah.
And then we go over to Melbourne, Sydney, and I was like, well, then we might be done with that. So then, y'all, I'm sure we'll just get in a hotel or whatever. But
So once Thomas is fully adjusted and not crying anymore,
Yeah.
we'll be on our own.
We're going our own
yeah,
now. Once Tom and Jake are done taking shifts, back to the hotel.
Yeah, that's actually why I didn't know if you like the contract. It says like you're babysitting also.
Yeah.
I didn't know if you read that part.
That's why
but,
Rachel's there.
yeah.
She would be down.
you should bring Rachel, man. You should bring her.
I know. I'm so glad Rachel's gonna be there. It's gonna be so.
She's not a deep
so
sleeper,
fun.
is she? No, good. She wakes up. Easy. Have you started packing for Australia yet?
Oh,
'Cause I wanna bring this
Don't
up,
bring it. Is she driving you nuts about it?
So Rachel, probably maybe the opposite of Katie.
You think Katie's trying to merge like Fortune 500 companies? She's like, I just can't. I'm like, I just put it in there.
The moms are gonna roast.
Oh no!
Come
Okay.
after him. Come.
You don't
after
even
him.
know. You don't even know what all Thomas
You've
means. You
never
have no idea.
packed for him before.
merging Fortune 500 companies.
She's like, there's so many shareholders. What's the decision? Do we do it? Do we not?
I don't know. The Nvidia stock.
I
I
literally
don't
have to
know.
look at them. I have to look at the dates and see when we're gonna have a washer and dryer because then I have to know how many pajamas he's gonna need or like.
What's Rachel saying?
A lot of the same stuff. It's my pajamas and no. So Rachel's had.
You can let her know the Airbnbs in Perth and Brisbane gonna have washer and dryer if that eases her worries a
Okay.
little bit.
And
get some loads going.
And she might want to know how closely will Tom be sleeping to her.
Right.
Or is this different floors?
We're all together, so his draws will be in the same. We'll mix those up.
Rachel's had 4 different friends ask her if she started packing for Australia yet, and Rachel thinks it's so absurd. She's like, "Why would I start packing for a trip like 23 days from now?" But people keep asking, so she's like, "Maybe there's something I'm not like. Should I be packing? Why have 4 different people asked me that?"
I mean, if
but
it
now
wasn't-
I'm hearing you have started
Well,
packing for a trip.
But it's mostly for Thomas. If it was just me, I don't think I would be. It's mostly like he has a lot of things, and I'm trying to figure out: do I pack it all in one big suitcase? It's just kind of all these like baby items that I'm debating. Do I pack it? Do I rent it? Do I,
The nice thing is that we're going to Hawaii, tropical, and then Australia, which is the start of their summer. It's
Yes.
not like we have to pack hoodies.
Two
I'm packing like 5 outfits. I'm just gonna
Yeah.
suck it up, and that's all I'm gonna wear for
What
a
I
month.
perform in is what I go to the beach in. Yeah, I'm wearing
Oh, wow.
Yeah.
swim trunks and a
Easy.
tank.
I don't know, man. You got to appreciate the preparation. I'm more of like we're going to places that are real cities with things. If it's like, oh, we need
Worst
to buy
case
something.
scenario, yeah, you buy it.
right?
Cities
So
with
In my
things.
mind,
it's funny. It's like
What's the future like? We have cities with things.
man, you should get on these Zooms. You talk about some families how they are. You tell me how yours and Rachel's are. I come from a family that we're an itinerary printed out. Her family's like, oh, we forgot to invite one of the brothers, and so my parents have us on weekly because my parents are meeting us out there for Christmas. We're gonna
yeah,
stay.
yeah, that's right.
We got a weekly Zooms. Like, and my mom's like, so Christmas Day things will probably be closed. So food, we need to make sure to get food before that. Is there groceries nearby? I'm like, we're not going to Namibia. It's yeah, we'll be in Sydney,
sorry,
Australia.
Karen. I know you listen to this podcast.
Yeah, it's funny. I was like, I think we're getting. That feels like a week of chat.
She's like, Trey,
We're got 2 months.
it's the outback. It's just nothing but desert out there.
It's the. I don't know. Are we safe?
Just Aborigines and kangaroos.
Yes.
Good luck.
Good luck.
I'm packing food. That's all I'm saying.
Bring a suitcase of food. Do they have peanut butter? Do they have peanut butter?
Bread and milk.
Yeah.
How they do there.
Oh, yeah. So we're going to be ready to rock. We're prepped.
My thing is, if I really maybe stress about it a little bit beforehand and get it really prepped, it'll make the trip easier and more relaxed. If
I'm done being stressed.
Yeah, if I know that I have just everything I need and I'm not gonna have to worry about it, I think it'll make the actual trip, because we might be up all night with him because he's.
I am. Y'all recties let us know if you've taken a kid abroad. I don't know. Daylight savings got me nervous.
Trey's gonna be nocturnal. We're gonna have to wake him up at 6 p.m. Hey, you're about to go on.
Yeah.
It's crazy traveling with a kid.
morning.
Hawaii, thanks to daylight savings, is only 4 hours difference than us.
Yeah,
which is
did you
kind of
know that?
crazy.
Because they don't move it.
They're Arizona.
Yeah, well, it kind of makes sense. They're just probably
I don't know
they're
if I
the
believe
same
you.
all year.
Really? 4 hours, huh?
4 hours,
Okay.
and
Because usually it's 6, right?
it's
I
usually
thought it was 5 from
Five,
Central.
but they don't do daylight savings, so now it's 4.
Yeah, that was.
That's cool. You just opt out. Can we get a governor?
Yeah.
Or a senator? How does it work?
So
Can we
he's like a 7:30 to 7:30 baby. So we're legit let's just hardly change it, and he'll sleep from
5:30 to 5:30 or something.
5 to 5, and that'll be our routine there. It'd be great.
That's
okay.
awesome. That's gonna be a treat.
Ah,
Oh
what
my
was that?
gosh.
Oh, that was the sound of a new sale on Shopify. I'm selling stuff on Shopify. I am this holiday season. I love selling merch. Hallelujah. Christmas, Correct Opinions merch.
Look out.
Shopify. It's so fun and easy to use. If you're selling anything, I mean, it could be name something you could sell.
Chopsticks.
You could sell that on Shopify. Truly.
Good.
So you guys check it out. Shopify, they power 10% of all e-commerce in the US.
Holy cow.
And Shopify is the global force behind Allbirds, Rothy's, Brooklinen. I mean, so some of the biggest to even the people just getting started. All over the world, 175 countries. 175. There's that many countries?
A lot of Shopify's out there. Yeah, I mean, Trey and I both use it, and it's great. It is the best e-commerce platform if you have anything to sell. Shopify has the tools, the products, the features to make it grow.
So sign up for a $1 per month trial period at shopify.com/correctopinions, all lowercase. Go to shopify.com/correctopinions. Support the show, check it out, and you can grow your business no matter what stage you're in with Shopify. Shopify.com/correctopinions.
Oh, what's the matter? Wrong side of the bed?
No, I've just been waiting for things. And I hate doing that.
Oh, no. Well, you don't have to do it that much longer.
When it comes to hiring, I don't. No.
You finished my sentence. That was
Oh,
amazing.
right. Wow. It's funny when we do that. When you're hiring, you need Indeed. Indeed is the hiring platform where you can attract, interview, and hire all in one place. And you don't have to wait to find great talent. You can find it fast. They streamline hiring with their powerful tools that find you matched candidates, like their tools like Instant Match. They have this thing called Instant Match. Over 80% of employers get quality candidates whose resume on Indeed matches their job description the moment they sponsor a job. I've used Indeed to hire some people to help me out with editing or videos, whatever, and it's really been an unbelievably powerful hiring platform. So y'all need to try it out today because 3 million businesses worldwide use Indeed to hire great talent fast.
That's right. Start hiring now with a $75 sponsored job credit to upgrade your job post at Indeed.com/Trey. Offer good for a limited time. Claim your $75 credit now at Indeed.com/Trey. Just go to Indeed.com/Trey and support the show by saying you heard about it on this podcast. Indeed.com/Trey. Terms and conditions apply. Need to hire? You need Indeed.
So, speaking of treats, we have quite the treat as an interview today.
Yeah.
Matt and Abby. You've seen them on TikTok. They've blown up. Now they have a podcast that is absolutely killing it. They had me on the podcast, which is out today too. So go check it out. They welcomed us into their home when we were out there in Phoenix. Had Jake and I on, or Jake and I interviewed them. I apologize. And so they're great. So Matt and Abby, they're amazing. They're influencers, vloggers, married couple with 2 kids, young kids. We had lots to chat about. So enjoy this episode and go follow them. Check them out. Interview with Matt and Abby. Ladies and gentlemen, Matt and Abby.
All right.
We're here at Correct Opinions Podcast in y'all's beautiful home. Thank you. We're in Phoenix on the road. And so, yeah, Abby, you hit me up, like, come on the podcast. I'm like, heck yes. Well, would you be so kind? Let's just swap it while we're there. So we just did yours. Now we're doing ours. So thank you guys for letting us borrow your equipment, your room.
Of course.
Your
I didn't realize
home,
that
you have your
slid into
babies running
Trey's
around.
DMs without me knowing.
So sorry.
Yeah, you didn't even know how this happened?
I'm just kidding. It was funny. I was like, Abby, like, maybe you should DM him because like you have like twice as many followers. So, like maybe he'd see it if you like DM'd him. So you should do it.
And I was following you guys.
Yeah.
Did you even notice that?
Yes, actually.
We
Yeah.
did know that.
Oh, okay.
Yeah.
Cool.
Why were you following them?
To get on their podcast. No, I'm just joking.
We have
I
some
follow-
good comedy inspo on our
Yeah.
stuff.
I was wondering if there was like a specific
Yeah, I
video.
was. I actually, I was like, delete the video making fun of them. Delete it.
They're actually really nice.
We had it queued up. No. Matt and Abby, if you don't know them, huge on TikTok's your main. That's what got you really started.
Right.
Yeah. TikTok
Wow.
dances, actually. We used to do the dances on TikTok.
Were you ever on Musically?
Never. We downloaded the app April 4th of 2020.
We downloaded TikTok. I never
TikTok,
even had
yeah.
You know the
Musical.ly.
day you download apps?
Well, that was because then
That's amazing.
This guy, he's like
it was
Rain
the day,
Man. Yeah.
dude. It was the day that changed our life because we posted our first dance video and it like actually took off.
The very first day you downloaded TikTok, you posted a video.
Of
That's
us dancing.
impressive. Forget going viral. Just posting a video the day you download the app. That's crazy.
We posted a video that day because it was specifically to make a YouTube video
Yeah.
of us making TikToks.
Oh, okay.
It was weird, but we were
Yeah.
against the app in general at the beginning.
Yeah,
because
China.
I was no, it wasn't for that.
Oh, okay.
I was a substitute teacher at the time, and I was like in these elementary schools, and I'd see kids like doing TikToks. Like they would literally be talking to me and like renegading, and I was like, "This app is literally." I was like, "This app is brainwashing people, and it's."
We need to cash in. Listen, she's
We'll
like,
turn
Matt,
into that, I
these
guess.
kids are hooked. Download it.
You're not getting brainwashed without me coming along
No,
for the
no.
ride.
Wow. So first video went viral. I mean, that's pretty.
Just y'all dancing together?
Yeah,
Yeah,
because
because we met
Renegade?
doing theater.
No.
We never did the Renegade, but we met doing theater and we had dance backgrounds. We both had 10 years of dance experience, and
Whoa.
so we decided, hey, what if we do this TikTok dance thing as a joke for a YouTube video? Because we were failed YouTubers like trying to get people to watch it. No one watched our YouTube videos.
Oh,
hard.
okay. So it
Yeah.
wasn't the first video you ever made.
No, we had been
Okay,
posting on
you've been
YouTube for
trying.
almost a year, but then for whatever
First video on
reason,
TikTok.
yeah, the TikTok thing worked.
That's awesome.
I do
man.
feel like TikTok rewards people the very first time you post on a new account. Every time, like Trey and I have a few different brands now. In the very first video, I feel like they always want to
They
show you some love. Like,
yeah.
this place
Yeah.
is great.
Just smart.
Yeah.
Hook you up.
Yeah.
We that's really interesting. The TikTok. I mean, I remember the TikTok dancing is kind of. It's still happening, but it was huge for a moment. I remember
like
I
the
did
Charlie
one.
and Addison days. It
Yeah.
was so big.
Oh man, I remember kind of doing a dance like ironically. I like
Yeah.
my like girl character. I'm like, because there was a ton of girls in their 20s in quarantine. Like, wait, I guess I'm a dancer now. Like they were trying like I don't know what I'm doing, but you could tell like they really want this. And
They practiced a lot.
yeah.
Yeah.
And so I did like one of the dances as like haha. And I mean, it got so many views and I got so many followers and I like did it again. And I started getting comments like, this guy's just like making fun of girls because he really wants to dance. I was like, that's pretty true.
Kinda.
And then I did like one or two more, like more for real. And I was getting like a lot of views and followers. And I was like, I think I need to stop. I don't know. I don't think dancing is my calling. But
I remember that was when I was still filming and editing everything for you. But for the dancing stuff, you're like, I'll just do this on my own.
Yeah.
I don't really
I got
want you
this.
watching me
yeah,
doing
that's true. I
this.
was like, Jake, can you roll again? Renegade.
It's like, I'll edit it. You just don't need to know about it. You'll see it on Instagram.
Okay, so you guys,
Dancers.
crushing it. Congrats on all the success. Married, 2 kids. You have 15 months and 8 weeks. Is that what you told me?
Literally.
Yeah.
Literally. Yeah.
Yeah.
I remembered from an hour ago. What is it like? Because the recties know, that's what we call them, that I have a child. It's like, what has it been like balancing all that y'all have going on? You know, we're literally in your living room right now as your kids are like running around screaming.
this is
Like,
great.
what's it like balancing parenthood, marriage, and trying to be, podcasters and content creators?
Dancers.
Wow. Do you want to take? How do you
I
want
feel
to take
like
that?
we're
Abby?
constantly reevaluating our time management. Like, what is most important, and like whatever's not important. Like at this point, let's just cut it out because like mentally, it's just not working. But I will say like every day is totally different, and it's just always chaotic. But then also at the end of the day, sometimes I'm like, what did I actually get done? Because I'm exhausted, but just like taking care of the kids and the house and the business and everything, we've really prioritized so we could get one date night in a week recently. So that's been good.
That's great.
Yeah. No, that has been awesome. And we're actually going on a date tonight to Trey's show. Very excited.
Yes,
I'm
double
so
date. You said
excited.
with your
Double
brother?
date.
Okay.
Yep.
I'm glad y'all can make it. It's gonna be fun. It's interesting you said like, what did I get done today? I feel like that's a very mom feeling because Katie would be like, I'm just not accomplishing anything. And I'd be like, Mom, and I'm being serious. Like you're taking care of a child.
Right.
Yeah.
Like that is that's an important, very productive thing.
I literally clean his playroom and he just follows behind me getting everything back out. And I'm like, I don't even know why I'm bothered with that. But I will say like on the business side of things, it's been really helpful because Matt has like started building out our team for us. And that's nice because then we can spend more time being together and with our kids and things are still getting done, but it's not us doing them.
Actually,
so it's great.
That's a really good point because used to we'd like record all day and then nighttime was time for me to go turn into a hermit and edit through the night and then repeat it all the next day. And so now we've luckily, I've always been really particular about our content because I want to put out videos that we're proud of. I want to put out stuff that I think is good. And so I've always like really mulled over the edits and making sure every piece that we put out is quality. But I finally found, people to add to our team. We have a full-time editor now. That is a great editor and he's doing awesome. So it's so nice now that we can work more of that 40 hours a week rather than, putting in 80 hours of time on the content. So it's nice because then we can be a family and go on dates and all that.
Yeah. Go ahead.
I feel like it's so freeing when you do like start to delegate some of those tasks. And you're like, oh my gosh, I get half of my life back again.
Yeah.
It's also so hard to give up the creative control sometimes.
Yes.
Of like, I want it a certain way. Now we got to go back and forth. I got to give Trey some credit though, because when I started working for him, he was already very popular, millions of followers. The very first video I ever edited for him, first of all, it was our very first Girls in the Fall video. So most popular video Trey's ever posted was our very first one we did together. Haven't come close since then, unfortunately. But I sent it to Trey. Yeah, like I said, very first video. I'm like, hey, here it is. What do you think? He's like, looks great. Let's post it. I was like, well, that was easy. Yeah. Okay. It's not like too particular or not micromanaging.
I actually saw a quote recently. It was like, what was it? I think is it Albert Einstein? I saw this. I'm getting real Gary V a little bit, but like perfection is the killer of profit. That's not Albert Einstein for sure. But
Definitely not Albert Einstein.
No. I think
It was
Einstein's
Sacagawea.
progress.
Was it profit or progress?
Christopher,
No. Progress.
No. Christopher Columbus said capitalism rules. I did learn as I've done this, like perfection does slow you down. It's like you just got to get there. You just got to go with it. Shout out to I've learned since. I mean, I got lucky with Jake, who he's a comedian now. I mean, I don't think we knew you were a comedian when you were editing that.
Yeah,
it's like when you're making comedic stuff, your editor really needs to have a great sense of humor because there's so much. And but delegating is tough to find the right people that keep your content where you want it to be. Did you feel any guilt or hesitation? I know I personally, when you're like, I don't need to get all fancy, I can do this, right? Is that bad of me to like hire? I don't need an assistant. Who am I?
Totally.
Am I Zuckerberg?
Is that how you Einstein? Yeah, profit.
Am I Einstein?
I think Abby definitely felt that way. She was like, we're not above anybody. We don't need to hire out an editor, right? But then my angle was like, Abby, if we hire an editor, we can have more time together and with our kids. And so I think that is what the decision maker is just making sure that we had time for each other, because it's not sustainable to work 80 hours a week. It doesn't matter. I think it's okay to work 80 hours a week for a little bit if you're a small business owner and you need to go through that season or whatever stage of life you're in, but it's not sustainable to do that. So that was what made the difference for us.
Yeah.
Those can sometimes kind of be the glory days, though. Like, you always look back, like, remember we first started and, I was like editing into the night. Like, that sucked, but that was like kind of fun a little bit, because you'll never do it again. Now,
Totally.
You'll kind of move on from it and delegate. But.
Well, I mean, and there are still nights that I'll be up till 5 a.m. because I'm like really passionate about what we do. And it happens every once in a while. But yeah, no, you're right. I think, you do look back and you're like, that is cool because it, changed your life. Like, yeah.
Definitely. Yeah. How do y'all balance like your roles both in and out of the business? Like because you guys are fully working together, I would assume, and then you're also running a house, a family. I know I've seen some content. I did remember you posted she does most of the cooking and cleaning, and
Yes.
Dude, I feel like
And so I don't know. I just
are you trying to ruffle some feathers right now?
No, I just saw that. So
That's
Yeah.
hilarious. Yeah, I feel like Matt does nothing around the house. And
that's
he
what the
doesn't
people want to
even-
hear.
He's not even aware of where the dishwasher is.
Yep.
Does not use the
Okay,
washing.
I thought
When
you were
I
being,
came here
I thought you
today-
were being serious for a second. I
I
was
came
like,
here today. I said, "Can I get a cup of water?" He's like, "You think I know where the cups are?"
He's like, that's for my wife to do. Are you kidding me? That's
Babe!
why I got married.
The meatloaf. No, all jokes aside, like, yeah, how do you? Because Katie and I run into a lot of that. Like, you're in business together, but you're also running a family together. Like,
Yeah, I think we've tried to. Is this gonna sound bad?
what?
We've tried to separate the amount of time we work together and like what we collaborate on. Because I was like, you know what? I just kind of really like being your wife, and I don't really like being your business partner.
co-CEO.
Yeah, and also I always joke that I married a content creator and I didn't even know it, because when we got married, we weren't doing any posting or anything like that. So
No, we did actually. That's when we started. Is when we got married because we.
Well, that's what I'm saying. Like before we got married,
Oh, yeah.
and then like a couple months later, we posted our first video. So, like navigating marriage and business at the same time, it's just so messy. And other people that do it, they all know. They're like, this is kind of just like messy gray area. So,
Well, it's exactly like running a small business with your spouse.
Yeah.
It's like anybody that has a business with their spouse can understand, because everything blends together. You can't talk crap on your on your boss or your coworker if that person is actually your spouse. So.
you can, and it's not a good thing though.
Yeah.
So we've just kind
can't,
of like separated out like what's your task and what's our task and what do we have to work on together, and then when can we just be husband and wife and like turn off that conversation.
Yeah, it's tough. You're like, babe, I had the worst day. My boss was horrible. She's like, that's me.
I hate my coworker. He's so annoying. His breath smells so bad. Yeah. So I think honestly creating more separation has been, and it's kind of messy because like the content we make also, it has been lifestyle and still is to some degree. So we're just trying to figure out like where are these boundaries, and like we've set hard boundaries regarding our children, and now what does that look like also for our marriage? So I think it's always going to change, honestly, because what's going to feel comfortable now might not feel comfortable a year from now, or things like that. But we're navigating it, and I think it requires a lot of open communication all the time.
Yeah. Trey, what was that Einstein quote about navigating marriage and social media content?
E equals marriage
And content.
and marriage and content.
Yeah,
squared.
equals MC. Yeah, that's right.
Oh,
That's
that's
his
what
big
that
thing.
was about.
Yeah. Yeah, most people don't know that.
Wow, he really was before his time with that.
He
Well,
was.
yeah, that's what people don't realize.
Yeah, he could time travel. So. You guys believe in that? No.
How often are you guys dancing these days? Do we give it up
Gosh,
fully?
we
or?
haven't done a TikTok dance in a long time.
We should bust a move again.
They were fun, but then also I take that back because I'm a perfectionist. So
Oh my gosh.
we do the
Not
dance.
good enough. Again.
It literally got so weird. He'd be like 5, 6.
Maybe I just suck at dancing. But I was like, oh gosh, Abby, like my face looked like kind of creepy in that one take. Can we like do that again? And I'll like be sure to smile this time. He's
Yeah.
like, Matt, we've done the dance 30 times.
I'm a one and done type of person. I'm
enough.
like you saying that's perfect. Like that's how I am with our editor. He'll like edit something. I'm like, amazing, upload it. It's great. He's like over here with revisions. Like we just different personalities.
Yeah, but you gotta have both. I think on your
I
team.
think that's good.
It's good. Yeah.
Right.
You talk about boundaries like with each other and work and life. Like what you guys, we were chatting earlier. I feel lucky as comedians. I think people are like, these guys are just joking. We don't take it seriously. And you guys,
Right.
your guys' content is a lot more kind of like behind the scenes, like sincere, and you just open up a lot of people's opinions. Like what, how do y'all draw the line with what do you show and what do you welcome in as far as your family and what's happening, and what do you say, this is just for us and we're not going to share that?
That's a really, really good question. I think like to make interesting videos online, or even if you like watch a movie, the reason that you connect to the characters in the movie is because like they're vulnerable and you feel like you know them. And so I think the best creators do that with telling their story and being vulnerable and sharing how they honestly feel. And you can tell
conflict.
Yeah, and you can tell when it's real. Someone's BSing it, you can tell. So like we are real online. Like we share honestly how we feel in the vlogs and in our podcast. But when that happens, though, it's scary because then people can rip you to shreds. And so I don't know. I think what we've done is to safeguard our mental health. We read a lot less comments now. I think, yeah, it's just not healthy to get 1,000 people's opinion on you in one day. So you just kind of just don't read the comments and just live your life and make content that you're proud of. And maybe, I don't know, sometimes you might make a video where someone has a problem with it, but you just have to realize, hey, look, like I know I'm a good person, and like my family and my friends know my true character, and so if there's things that happen along the way, I know my true character, and I'm not going to let some hate comment take me down. So
And that's not to say we won't mess up.
Yeah. Well, then you make mistakes too. Like you're human, and so people are just along for you going through your journey as a human being, right?
Yeah.
How few comments do you read? Like when you say you don't read comments, is it 0?
Yeah.
Depends. Sometimes, yeah.
So you'll post a piece of content and you just have no idea what people think of it?
Sometimes. Yeah.
Yeah.
That seems interesting.
Well, like recently, something I just said, I'm like not gonna read comments on, at least for the time being. I'm trying to do more music. I've always loved making music, and so I've started to release songs and post content on like a Matt Howard page that's completely separate from the Matt and Abby universe, essentially. Or I guess maybe it still lives in there, but it's just me singing. And people have been like said the meanest stuff about like my singing videos, and like it can hurt, like especially when you're vulnerable and you're like, oh, this is like I'm getting back into singing.
Avenue.
Yeah, it's like I haven't done singing in a while, so like let's do it. And then people they can be so mean. It's like, you know what, maybe I just shouldn't read the comments. Like maybe my mental health will be better if I don't do that.
Gotcha.
Yeah. No, I did see the singing account, and I think you deserve a lot of credit because that's such a content creator move, right? You get big in this one thing, and then you just try new things. And I think the public's really resistant to that. They're like, okay, whoa, vlog guy is a singer now? I don't like that. Yeah. To credit y'all, I think, it seems like y'all just, I think it's very inspiring, like being vulnerable, because I think I could do better. It's like, I'm a jokes guy. That's all you need from me. Mm-hmm. But I think there is a level of like, well, I should be a little more vulnerable, and like, y'all just unashamedly, like, this is what we're doing right now, knowing you'll probably get some flack for it, but just wanting to connect to the audience in that way and just be like, yeah, I'm going to start a singing page. You probably knew you're going to have some people be like, what's going on here? But you went for it, and you're still going for it.
And I've definitely put out a handful of videos where like my singing probably didn't sound the best in those videos, but you just still send it because you're like, if I don't post it, like I'm not going to learn. I'm not going to improve. I kind of view like every video as like a test to see, okay, like do people like this? Do people not like this? Do I like this? I don't know. Let's post a singing video, see how it does. And so I just think like anybody who ever amounted to anything had to go through that beginning awkward phase of like navigating it. I'm sure you've gone through that as a comedian. But now look at you now, like you're touring the whole country and putting on these awesome comedy shows. So I just see that, and that possibility of maybe the music turning into that one day is exciting. And so it's just like, let's try it and see what happens.
It is kind of nice when you start something new, like a new page, new brand, or whatever. It's kind of freeing because like they're not really expecting much. So I can it's very low stakes.
Yeah.
So like, I might as well, like, this might not be my best work, but we're just trying to like find our brand here and find an audience maybe. So
totally.
That could be kind of fun. Just like, I wouldn't post this as my main page at all, but let's just try it.
Exactly.
Just singing. So how's the music stuff going so far? I saw you're putting out like a song every month.
Yeah, I'm that's cool that you actually knew that. I didn't realize that. I guess I said that on a podcast or something, but yeah, my goal is to do a song a month for the next year, and I've met some really talented creative people that are really good on the production side. And so just been hopping on Zoom calls to write songs on Zoom. It's kind of cool that you can do that, like making music on the internet.
It's cool, but it's also weird. Like in our house,
it's like having a 12-year-old with a drum set. Do that outside.
Yeah. No, like my grandpa always say, "Can you play that far, or play my favorite song, Far, Far Away?" He's like told that joke like 100 times. But I love hearing him sing. But his voice lessons, they have him meowing.
Yeah, the voice lessons can get weird.
Meow, 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 meow.
The little the buzz lips.
What does that do?
It's supposed to like get you warmed up. It moves
like
a certain
do it without
thing.
doing your lips like that, right?
No, I'm like, there's got to be a different way other than the meowing.
Motorboat. I don't know. What am I doing? I remember I went because I'd never done voice lessons or any kind of training, but our first tour, I just kept finding myself losing my voice. I was like, maybe I should. So it's like a vocal coach thing, and she was. I was every
Barking.
Yeah,
like
they'll
a
hear me
petting zoo.
backstage, and I'm like, it sound like someone's a cat dying. That's what it sounds like.
I feel like last tour when you were starting to lose your voice, you were making some weird noises, and you're like, sorry. You like apologized ahead of time. Yeah, like they told me to do this. I forget
I'm a
what
vocalist.
the noises were like. Oh, something like that.
Yeah,
do
you gotta
that.
like do. I don't know.
I need some vocal work.
You got
terrible.
a scratchy voice.
I lose my voice
Some
all
girls
the
like
time.
that. Some girls like that.
Some girls
Adele.
like to scratch you.
They like to kind of sound raspy. Not you.
Mine doesn't sound cute.
Like-
It's just
Sounds like a
hey,
smoker.
it's gone. It sounds like a chain smoker.
Wait, and Trey, you're a singer as well, right?
Oh, yeah.
I'd like to think so.
You'll see
That's
tonight.
When I sing in
Wait,
the
you
comedy
sing
show.
in the show?
Do you?
Yeah.
No way.
A little comedic singing, yes.
I think you guys will be very surprised how talented Trey is at singing.
Wow.
It's kind of crazy.
Do you have a Spotify with your music?
I do. Actually, it's a very quick backstory, but in making videos, when I was going viral a lot 6-7 years ago for singing too. So I was
No
like,
way.
initially I was like, I'm going to be a singer. But comedy just kept working better, and so that's what I ended up doing. But
Wow.
I was doing a lot of
Meowing.
meowing. I was doing a lot of singing comedy stuff because it was like, again, it's kind of like, I think this guy just actually wants to be a dancer. It'd be like, this is funny, but I think he's just kind of flexing on us that he can sing.
I think
was
he
like,
grew up
kinda.
listening to a lot of R&B and wants to show it.
Like one of my more viral clips I was going was just like national anthems be like, and I just sung it really over the top and
Oh yeah.
feel like this is funny, but he can sing. And so early on doing the shows, I was doing comedic singing bits, honestly, because I was like, I'd had a ton of stage talent singing.
Okay.
So I felt like I could like rely on that a little bit as I was learning. But then I feel like I got a great reaction when people were like, we love the song. We didn't know. And to this day, I think still, I'm still new to touring, only 5 years in. So people come to the shows who haven't been to a show before, and they're like, we didn't expect that. That was cool.
Yeah.
So I don't know. Sometimes I'm like, should I do the singing? Should I just do jokes? But I feel like people enjoy it. So, and I enjoy it too.
I always tell Matt, it amazes me, like, when someone's talented, they tend to be multi-talented. Like, you can do comedy, you can do, like, singing, you can do multiple things. I feel like that's
It's
Matt,
like all
too.
those, I
Can we
remember
spread it
like
out
Kristen
more?
Bell would, like, show up and she's like, she can sing?
So
Okay,
many
wow.
actors can
Yeah.
sing. It's
Yeah.
crazy.
Jimmy Fallon is like, he's always goofing off and doing impressions. He can really sing.
Oh, he can?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Wow.
Did you ever see him? He was on The Voice, and he's like tricked all the judges.
No
He's
way.
like singing excellently in like a non-Jimmy Fallon voice, so they don't know.
Oh, interesting.
He's doing some
heck?
weird, and
Whoa.
they all turn around and they're like, can you imagine being
That's crazy.
that's like successful and talented? We're like, I'm gonna do the voice as a joke, and I know they're gonna turn around their chairs.
That's
And then be like,
impressive.
oh, that's
Why
Jimmy
is it
Fallon.
like that? They need to spread it around a
Right.
little bit. Like,
Yeah.
Well, even
They
think
kinda
about you didn't even mention like Trey being like a screenwriter essentially. Like you doing your skits, you have
Yeah.
to you have to write those out. You have to think. You have to conceptualize the idea. You're not just performing the skit and doing the comedy. You're writing the whole script and you're coming up with this whole idea. So you have to wear multiple hats.
Sure.
Screenwriter.
Yeah.
I put that in
Thank
LinkedIn.
you. Yeah. He said
Screenwriter, cinematographer.
influencer.
Influencer.
You're influencer.
I'm not afraid of that word. Yeah. I'm an influencer, dude.
How do you
People
guys
call me-
introduce yourself to people? Like you meet someone at church. Hey, what do you guys do?
I would say we work in marketing.
You really do?
I don't want to just come out and say that I'm a
was my
content
go-to,
creator.
dude. That was my go-to.
Because
to this day, when y'all meet people, like right now, you always say marketing.
I say my husband and we actually do social media, and I'm always like hesitant because like if someone has met us, I don't know.
Right
Sometimes
away,
I'm
I
like,
don't-
it's gonna just make
It's like
me
saying you're homeschooled. They're like, we knew it.
Yeah.
No, but right away, I don't want to say it because sometimes people treat you differently, and it's like I want to know who you are, like just genuinely as an individual. I don't want you to like treat me any differently just because you know that I have followers.
Oh no, that's not my reasoning. I just feel like people are gonna just think I'm so cringy.
Oh, really?
You don't want them to look up the content later.
No.
You're like, don't look me
I'm
up.
not like ashamed of it. Like I'm like look it up, that all that stuff. But I just don't want them to have like a preconceived idea. I don't know.
Well, what's a shame is what I've found is you say, I'm a influencer, content creator, whatever. And people's immediate thought is, you're making no money, you have no followers, and so you're lame. And then they might discover you have 5 million followers, and they're like, oh, you're cool. All of that sucks to me because that's why I don't people will show me like, dude, you see this guy I went to college with? Look at these YouTube videos he's making. What an idiot, because he's getting no views. So it's like that was me 8 years ago. Yeah, everyone was making fun of me, but now everyone thinks it's cool, and I was like, it should have been cool the whole time. Like, it shouldn't matter if you have a bajillion followers.
I feel like might think of me as shallow or something.
I think people below you would only make fun of you, if that makes sense. Like, and someone who's a successful YouTuber with millions of subscribers is not going to make fun of some kid who's just attempting to make YouTube videos and attempting to do it.
Sure.
And even if they're bad, it's like they're not going to make fun of you because they're like good for you to actually try. Good for you to
gave you that pep
like
talk.
good for you did. When I got the mean comments on my
yeah.
singing videos, but it was like good for you for actually trying and being bold enough to put yourself out there. Maybe you fail, but like at least you had the guts to do it.
That's why I'm grateful to. I kind of stumbled into all this, but because we'll see. My buddies will be like, dude, look at this guy. He's trying to start like some kind of business, and they'll be like, it's like a natural thing to push that guy down. He's like, what are they doing? I'm like, I don't.
Good for them.
Yeah, good for them. That's what I was doing. But
yeah,
you mentioned you giving a pep talk. That made me think. Katie's my biggest supporter, and there's this ongoing joke the listeners know where it's just like every 3 months I'm like, let's go ahead and like take out the retirement because my career is ending. It's like the views are going down. How do y'all support each other, both being in it, like in those low moments when you're maybe like, I think I'm burnt out, or I'm feeling really not confident with all this? How do y'all support each other in that?
It's a good question. I mean, I think because I think I could see myself making videos forever. I think it's a lot of fun, but I don't know if that's true for Abby. So I've told her.
I think I'm surprised. I think people would be surprised how removed I am from the content.
They would be shocked how little I care. I wake up and I forget what I even do.
Yeah, I don't even know.
That's kind of accurate, though. I mean, I'm not gonna lie. It's not to say that I'm not like grateful to people that follow us, but it's like I think for my own mental sanity, just got to stay removed from it. And he's more like, you're like the backbone of it.
Well, in a lot of ways, though, you're kind of like the on-camera personality, and then you kind of just do your own thing. Like, I mean, you do a lot still, on top of that, but I would say more than ever, you're more removed from the ins and outs of.
I don't have to. I would rather spend my time with my boys.
Yeah, she's like AI. Come on, she's like, I gotta be this close to retiring. Just AI me in the stuff.
I will sell the rights to be deep faked for the next 60 years. I don't care.
It's not to say that I don't care about it. I want it to be like, I want it to represent me genuinely, and I want it to be like something that I'm proud of. But other than that, like, I want to be hands off.
We hire an actress to be the fake Abby.
Yeah. It's just like it's just only her. You see from like back here, you see like a blonde girl. It's like, is that her? I don't.
Honestly, just sub in another
you
blonde
mentioned,
girl with an
what was
annoying
that?
voice.
Yeah, what was that pep talk like? What were you referring to?
We're laying in bed. I'm like, babe, I love your voice. Don't even ever
sing
stop.
See me. He's like, meow, meow, meow. She's like, not like that.
Cut the meows.
No, one of my video popped up, and I ended up.
I was scrolling on
I was
TikTok.
fed up. I was fed up because I saw this like mean comment that was like, "This is so cringe," and then I replied to it.
I didn't see that. Yeah.
So here's what happened. Matt responded to a hate comment, and I was like, you know that this is not what we do. We do not engage when, like, with the negative, because there's so much more positive, but for some reason the negative sticks out more. I was like, we do not engage with the negative. Like, it's just, like, I was like, don't make another video responding to a hate, because it's just going to breed more hate on your
yeah,
page.
because then they're like, hey, maybe he'll react to mine.
And then he was like, I don't know, it's just kind of getting me upset. And then I was like, no. My goal is to be Matt's, a tour wife. Like, I just want him to do the music, and then I
minored in
follow him around.
in college. I was
Did
hoping to do that too. Yeah. I was like, man, that sounds fun. I'm pretty close.
I know. You can't respond, because what if it works out and all his fans just show up and they're like, cringe. It's like, this is what he likes. Cringe.
This is what got him off the ground.
No, it is tough. It is tough as when you're online to. And I've made a point that I've had a few like clapbacks that I then delete. I'm like, I have 1,000 good comments, and this one I shouldn't elevate the one, and it's so tough because you're, especially as I'm sure you're very competitive as a man. You're like, all right, dude, like, you're to tell me I'm cringe? Come on.
Yeah.
I like to instead of like responding publicly to them, I every now and then. Yeah, go find them. No,
I know your IP address.
Show up to their
Knock on their
house.
door.
That's the
I
classic.
spend a lot of money on private investigators.
Dudes on Xbox Live be like, I know the IP address. I was like, I don't. Does
Maybe.
he? I don't know what that means.
No, I like to if I'm like in the mood for it, I'll like just DM them privately and just kill them with kindness. Just like, hey man, saw your comment about how I should retire and get a 9 to 5, and just want to say like that was kind of the push I needed. Like I've been thinking about that for a while, and like I think I should. Like, do you have any connections or anything? And then of course they're like, oh my gosh, I'm so sorry. I didn't think you'd ever see it. Like, no, keep doing it, bro. Like your videos are so great.
Oh, that's odd.
Yeah, you just kill them with
Yeah.
kindness.
Well, I think
it works 100% of the time.
I think people are just like in a race to get a lot of likes in their comments. Like, what can I comment that'll like get me to be like comment
Oh my
famous?
gosh.
You know?
Yeah.
And I think what's telling is like, have y'all ever? I'm sure y'all have plenty of fans who come up to you in public and say, "Love you guys."
Right.
Have you ever had a single person walk up and go, "What's up, cringe boy"? Have you? No.
Never.
Yeah.
People just do it, and they don't. People aren't that mean. They just like having a bad day, or they're like, "This will be funny," and they don't stop and think
Right.
like,
Yeah.
"Well,
And
we're reading these."
And I think the thing about like I would have never done that comment reply on like our main TikTok page, but I think the thing about it is like I'm not afraid to post a cringe video on my personal page because it's just a new thing for me. So it's just like let's just like try it and like who cares? Because maybe I don't know, maybe it like sucks and maybe it goes viral for sucking, and then eventually like while I train and get better at this, like maybe then I'll be
That would
better.
be a good
And then they're
story.
like, wow, this guy used to really
The
suck.
underdog.
And now look at him. He actually doesn't suck so bad
I
anymore.
love that.
Like I actually kind of like his song. I mean, he
Pep
used to suck, but now he doesn't
But
anymore.
be honest, I am good at giving pep talks.
Yeah, you are.
Can you come backstage tonight, like 10 minutes before I go
No,
on, and just
seriously?
Yeah, seriously.
fire me up?
Wait, I actually think that I'd be good at this.
Like 2 minutes before I go on, I'm like, Trey, I don't think I can do this. And Abby comes out from nowhere. and
Abby!
just, you got this. You
Come
are a
on,
good
we need
singer.
you
I'm
now.
like, wrong pep talk. That was for Matt. I'm not
Yeah,
singing
yeah.
actually, but
You're so
No.
funny.
I might need a pep talk.
Yeah,
I love giving pep talks.
I like
You're
that.
good. You're a good
Thank
pep
you.
talker. Yeah.
That's tough, man. I know it could be a lot. So y'all, have you ever had like, what's been the most rewarding part of like y'all's career? You know, like making all this content. What's your biggest takeaway thus far? And you
Really
know,
deep
Matt,
question.
yeah, right. Especially Abby, who doesn't really care.
Stop.
No, I'm
You
kidding. No,
can't
I'm
put that
kidding.
out there.
Oh, I'm kidding. I'm joking. She cares so much.
No.
you're a great mom, and that's
Thank you.
I feel like a lot of moms. I see that with Katie. It's like have a kid, and she's like, I don't care about anything else you're telling me, really. I'm like, that's cool. Yeah.
No, it's bad. Like I'll be talking to somebody, and if I can hear like one of my kids upset, I'm literally like, I'm so sorry. I did not hear the last like 5 minutes of this conversation. Like my brain.
Right.
But so it's definitely really rewarding when, like you say, people come up and like say how they've been, following our journey. It's been inspiring to them or helped them through a hard time. I remember one time we had a woman tell us that during her cancer treatments, she would watch our videos and like that, like kind of got her through it, and she looked forward to that part. That was
really
like,
cool.
wow, that was really humbling, really cool to hear that. But overall, the most rewarding part of this for me has been like the time that I get to spend with Matt and the time that I get to spend with our kids now. Because I don't know if another job where I would get this much time with my family. And ultimately, that's like that's priceless. Like no one could pay for that. So that's like most rewarding part for me. And it's also really cool getting to see you do something like creative and business, because you are talented in both areas.
Thank you so much. I would second that. I think a big thing is how it's impacted people. I can't believe that our videos have helped people through going through chemo and stuff like that. That's just crazy to me that it's brought light to them during those times. So it's cool when we meet people like that in public and also read those comments. But on top of that, I second time with my family, my wife, my kids, but also just like the child in me. Like when I was a kid, I used to put on plays at every family get together. I would have my cousins and brothers like put on costumes, and I would like direct a show, and I would sing for my family, and then we would like, I don't know, it was just, I was always into entertainment, and so like getting to work in entertainment for my job is just, it's super cool, and I'm thankful that I get to do that, and there's just something new, exciting every day.
What were you guys trying to do when you guys were, because you guys met in high school, right? But then went to college together. What were you guys aiming to do before content in college? Like, what were your degrees?
We were acting majors.
Yeah.
Oh
Let's
wow.
go.
Went to school
Well,
for the
this,
arts, to college.
It was.
Acting.
Yeah, we were like in classes together.
Missouri State.
Yes.
Acting
Springfield,
school.
Missouri,
What's
baby.
the best actor to come out of Missouri State?
Brad Pitt.
John Goodman. Brad
I
Pitt
don't
went
think
to
he went to
Mizzou.
Missouri State.
Brad Pitt
Well,
went to
he-
Mizzou. John Goodman went
He's
to
from
Missouri State.
Springfield, though.
Yeah. He went to
Oh,
high school in Springfield.
yeah.
I think he's from Oklahoma.
Yeah.
Born in Oklahoma. Went to high school in
Isn't that
Springfield.
cool? That's solely from Monsters
Brad
Inc.
Pitt.
John
Oh,
Goodman.
yeah, Midwest City.
Yeah,
Solely.
John Goodman went to the acting program at Missouri State.
So wow, that's pretty cool.
Yeah, pretty cool.
Bob Barker went to jury.
Oh, I don't. Wait, who was that
Jury.
again?
Bob Barker.
The
He was
Price is
that
Wrong.
dog. No, I'm just kidding. He's dog
was the
trainer.
dog saver.
Barker. No, Bob Barker was the Price is Right host for a long time.
Oh, cool.
I didn't even know that.
Did y'all ever watch Prices Right?
Yes. I watched it. It was on
You
at
guys have
10
any idea what
a.m.
we're saying?
Well, they're 24, 25. So I'm again like,
I'm
are we
old
that
soul,
much
though.
older? Like, did 24-year-old miss Prices Right? You
Jeez.
watched it.
I watched it at 10 a.m. Over the summer break.
I
while
was good
folding
at the
laundry.
Showcase Showdown, dude. I was close a lot.
Dude,
I was.
the Showcase Showdown was always crazy because, like, I don't know, like, how much is a jet ski? What
$12.99.
state is
That's so true.
What state is the jet ski coming from? Is this? Are we landlocked state? Are we
No,
near the
not me.
ocean?
I always knew.
That is
Showdown was
so
tough.
true. It's like they were really just a shot in the dark on that one.
Wow.
Whoever
Yeah.
got lucky.
James Marsden went to Oklahoma State.
Did he? Congrats.
So
Good job.
Do you know that
Cool.
we got interviewed for the Missouri State alumni thing, and Matt never graduated?
I never graduated college. They
We're
put me.
in the
You're not even an
waiting
alumni?
You did.
I graduated because
Wow.
I was like, I don't really trust this whole thing. And so I'm like, I'm finishing my degree. And they recently, this issue just came out like a month ago, and it's in the Missouri State alumni. Like, all the alumni are getting this. And it's like, Matt and Abby, it's such a sweet article. Matt never graduated.
Front and center, front page, right?
I guess you
is there
have
a
to have
picture on it?
graduated to be an alum,
He
right?
dropped out. He's not an
I guess
alum.
they're considering me an alum, but I'm actually not an alum. I still have all my gen eds. I finished all the upper level finance courses, so like I could work
You
in the
finance guy?
Yeah, finance guy.
I had a finance degree.
No way.
Yeah,
I
puts
I
in
literally
options?
just have like a couple of gen eds left, and I'm done. But
What do you know
it
about
just,
options and calls?
Oh gosh, it's
Yeah,
been
he
so
dropped
long.
out.
But I know what I
No,
know what
I don't know anything
I know
about
about options and calls.
Wait, so
I
you were an
cheated,
acting
so-
major, but you took a lot of upper level
Oh,
Oh,
finance
I,
classes?
we
switched
switched
it.
our majors.
We were like,
Oh,
okay,
okay.
we want to get married. We have to get something practical. So
Gotcha.
then we
Gotcha.
switched
Good for
our
you.
degree or like our majors, and then I
So
went
what'd
into
you graduate
elementary
with?
education.
Elementary education.
Yeah, I was like,
can see
I
that.
want a career that will work with my kid's schedule, so then I'll have summers off with them. Well, this is even better.
Oh, this
So
works
you
way
went to
better.
college thinking you were going to do acting, and then
Yes.
Exactly.
you kind of
We
moved
switched
on.
really quickly though, because we were like, we're gonna get married in like 6 months. So
Yeah,
then,
and we were young, so I was like, I need to understand how money works. I had grown up doing the arts, so I was like, I don't understand how money works. I need to figure that
a
out
lot
quick.
of Dave Ramsey.
No wonder
Yeah.
you don't know about the Price is Right. You had no idea how like dollars and cents even worked. Like, what is this game?
This show is so
Gotta work
confusing.
on it.
But yeah, I just wanted to be able to support my family and for us to be able to get married because our parents are like, yeah, get married, but like we're not gonna like pay for you guys
That's the
to do
end.
stuff. Like, yeah, you're on your own, you know.
You wanted to be able to support your family, so you dropped out of college and made TikTok.
Exactly. TikTok dancer.
Nailed it.
TikTok
Mom,
dancer.
I'm trying to be a supporter. I'm done with the school thing.
The best thing I can do is probably Renegade. I'm just gonna.
This
Mom,
is
you'll
the best
never
way.
understand. Y'all are killing it. We wait, what was I gonna say? Because you guys got married in college.
Yes.
In college.
Like,
You guys were-
like right after our freshman year.
No. We got engaged.
Sorry,
summer of-
sophomore year.
We got married summer after sophomore year.
Wow. Not even legal drinking age.
Abby wasn't.
I had Sprite at our wedding.
Good for you.
I thought it was gonna
Yeah,
be
Sprite's
wine. I took
So
a
did
sip.
Jake.
Yeah. Yeah, I was 31, so it's Sprite. You know,
I mean,
be
it
too
tastes
careful.
Good. Yeah,
It tastes way better.
yeah.
I kind of actually have like a Pavlovian response to Sprite. I only ever had Sprite or 7-Up as a kid when I was sick.
Right.
Hard to just have just Sprite on its own nowadays.
Yeah,
I feel like I
ginger
gotta throw
ale.
up.
Like, well, I'm on the ground. I can't have ginger ale.
Yeah.
Only in the
Right.
plane. Did y'all have support from all family and all friends when you're like, we're getting married at age 20?
Not exactly.
Not exactly.
No, I think
Was the finance degree part of like pleasing some people? Like, hey, I'm gonna like grow up and get a real degree.
No, it was more for myself. I was
Okay.
just like, I
Really?
want to be able to do this. I really want to marry this woman, and I got to figure this out. So I just read a ton of books and pursued that, and I thought it was really fun. Like, I liked understanding how money worked. And yeah, that's really the reason for it, honestly.
we had pushback from our families just because like I literally was 19. So like it makes sense. And
Yeah.
even though they like knew me and knew Matt and like liked us together, they're like, we don't want you to break up. Like we don't think you're bad for each other, but we just
They're like,
take
get
it-
around a little bit. You
like
know, Test
slow
the
down
waters.
just a little.
We only
Like,
dated each other. We've never dated other
We
people.
literally have only kissed each other. Like we were they were like, just give it a minute. And it makes sense.
I feel like we say this every podcast. I feel like people that watch our stuff right now are like, we've heard you guys say this like 5,000 times.
I mean,
It's pretty weird.
That's wild. I mean, you don't hear that a lot. But it's very. Know what's funny is people right now are listening and they're like, we're freaking weirdos, dude. But when you're 60, people are like, that's the
so
dream.
true.
So people do that, right?
Like if
when
you
your 50th anniversary, you're like high school sweethearts, hometown, only lover I've ever known. People are like, that is amazing. But when you're 19, they're like, well, there's a bunch of come on, sleep around a little bit.
That's so true.
Enjoy high school.
Yeah, put some vodka in the Sprite and come on. But when at the end of your lives, it's going to be beautiful.
That is so true.
No, it's cool because we are truly like the best friends. Like we're best friends.
Yeah, we are best friends.
I think people who are happily married, we'd all agree. I wish I'd met Katie when I was 19.
Yeah, it would be interesting now. If I met Rachel when I was 19, I would be in prison. But right. But if I took my time, then yes, it would be nice. If I waited for her.
19.
Yeah.
Oh.
Yeah.
Got it.
Yeah.
Yeah.
They were like, what's he talking about?
Oh yeah, sorry. I'm a little older than her.
There's people that don't get married until they're 35, 40, I don't know, whatever. Like everyone's on a different path.
Oh, you're saying that's good. Okay, yeah.
Yeah.
Right. That's normal.
But I'm just saying, like, what worked for us doesn't work for everyone.
Like I literally saw him. Like we've seen each other grow up. Like we've grown up together.
Oh my gosh, we were kids.
Physically,
everything is just different.
So
like,
I've been together 6-7 years all together.
7.5, yeah.
7.5 years, yeah.
So it's
pretty good time.
so weird.
It's a pretty good amount
Like
of
when
time.
we were dating, we were living with our parents in high school.
Yeah.
It's just so weird to think like how much has changed in 7.5 years.
That's amazing, man. Look at y'all. Beautiful house. Killing it.
What grade would that have been when y'all met in high school?
We met in 8th grade,
Well,
and then we started dating right after our junior year. So
The summer before our senior year, yeah.
What? And were y'all good friends prior to like let's date, or you just kind of knew each other?
I had a crazy crush on him, and he like didn't know I existed. So
Hottest guy in the theater.
he was. I mean, I always said I was like, I'm not a date theater guy.
I was like the
don't
one
know.
straight one, so like I was the only
Yeah,
option.
let's do it.
I was the
Yeah.
only
Theater guy.
option.
He was the only straight one.
Yeah.
No, what's funny is people will like sometimes people will comment whatever on TikTok, but they'll comment like, oh, he's definitely gay, like because he just acted kind of like feminine in that one clip. But what's funny is like on the reverse side in theater, people were just like, dude, you gotta like. Can you just like be more feminine? Like
Yeah,
you're always
yeah.
acting like
Tone it down with
you're
the
always
macho
acting like a
stuff,
bro.
dude.
Like stop saying dude all the
Yeah,
time. Like
bro,
you
come
like
on.
to skateboard?
Call
What
me
a freaking
sis.
weirdo.
Come on. Stop with all that.
Paint your nails.
That's funny, dude.
Come on.
It is wild because when I announced, I'm getting married to this girl, meet Katie. Yeah, everyone was like, this guy's not gay. Like, yeah.
Why is
Because
the
if
gay
you're
guy
just like, if you're like, theatrical
Yeah.
as a man, people are like, oh,
Yeah.
this guy's gay, obviously. But
It's
Yeah.
so weird because you'd think that would have lessened by 2023.
right,
No.
People are
The
always
stereotypes are still there.
stereotypes are still there.
Yeah.
Not me, man. Not.
Did you guys
Not
ever
gay.
play any roles in like high school plays, like main male lead, main female lead?
Well, we didn't go to the same high school.
Yeah, we dated long distance in high school.
That's right. I knew
Yeah,
that,
but
actually.
Matt, we went to each other's high school shows though.
Yeah,
Were
I
you-
saw
were
her
you-
kiss. I saw her kiss another dude.
I saw him kiss another girl.
So hold on,
And she
we
saw
gotta
me
take it
kiss.
back.
She
You said
saw-
this is my only kiss.
liars.
We were
We've
already
only
dating.
kissed each other.
We were already making out though.
Oh well,
so,
let me
like,
ask. Let me ask this: did your lips touch someone else's lips?
Yes.
Wow.
Then yeah, I would count that as a
They're
kiss.
they're true actors. Doesn't count. True actors.
For me, that did not count.
What
at
I do
all.
on the stage doesn't count.
Yeah, we're method actors, so like that was our character. So it just like was not
Right,
us.
right. Wait, how many people have y'all kissed in a actor?
I think, for
think
me,
that was the
just
only one.
You won?
I think it was only one person that I kissed.
Same for
Acting.
me too.
Yeah.
Except I will say in acting, like if you're an acting major in college, there's some crazy things that happen.
Yeah,
They're like kiss practice?
There's a lot. Like they're
There's, like-
pushing the boundaries like crazy. And so like our first semester in acting college, like it was literally like
Wasn't there like a sex scene?
there was like sex scene, like there's like all this crazy stuff. And so we were like, maybe this isn't.
I think you told them like I'm not comfortable doing.
I was
that
like, I don't
scene.
really want to. And I was supposed to like kiss him. Like, but we're like rehearsing our dorm rooms, like with another.
That was weird.
That is-
That actually was really weird. That like you rehearse with your partner in the dorm room together.
Like with these other shows, it was a very safe atmosphere.
Yes.
Like you're like with the whole production team, and
Exactly.
they tell you
So
when
funny.
and where.
It's like making out in your room. We're rehearsing.
Hey,
yeah, isn't that weird?
Leave us alone.
We need practice. I thought it was
I'm
really
doing
weird.
homework. Mom, I'm doing homework.
I had to do that, and I was a marketing major, and they would make us do it, and I thought that was weird at the time.
Well, like we didn't have a scene written.
Very progressive.
Yeah, we did. We really did our homework together, but like we didn't ever have a scene actually.
Just in case they asked us to.
But I mean, it was a dorm room thing, so we're like, I guess we got to make out. Like,
Yeah, right.
So.
We're actors.
Yeah.
I do think like I'm not even trying to be an actor, but I wonder if something comes up. I think it's tough for committed married couples to do that. I wouldn't want to make out with some other girl. Like it's acting. I'm like, well,
Yeah.
Dude, acting is hard. Like, it's funny we were talking music stuff earlier because like I just made my first like skit to promote a song.
Cool.
And I realized like watching back the footage, I was like, I'm not a good actor. like, I did such a bad job. I'm glad I did 20 takes of that because like this one looks okay, I guess, but like the other ones were just so bad. Like acting's not easy.
No, it's not. I mean, I've never done. I guess I've gotten better at like characters and stuff just doing it for so long. But yeah, I've done just a handful of like really on-set acty things, and you just kind of feel like, oh yeah, I'm not necessarily a pro at this yet. It's tricky.
Yeah, I feel like we're always trying to coach
DiCaprio over here.
We're always trying to coach people up. Like you need to like do more than you think, because when you see yourself later on camera, you're like, oh, I'm barely doing anything.
Yeah,
I feel like at least non-theater
adds
people.
10 pounds, but tones down the energy.
It does a little bit.
It's funny you say that though, because I think for theater people you would overdo it, and especially coming from the theater background. At first, the vlogs I'd be like, "Okay, guys, welcome back to our YouTube." Like it's just like too much.
Yeah.
and you just didn't really know what to do. And then you're like, wait a second, like I should just be like a human and just like talk, talk kind of like how I normally do, because like why would I talk like someone that I'm not?
Yeah, that's a great point too. With the more like sincere content, it's like okay, he's just acting. You want it to not look like you're acting.
Yeah.
With the type of content you're making. Okay, I did want to ask. I've been follow y'all. Love the content. Are you guys still sleeping separately?
No, actually, we.
How long did you do that?
We actually didn't do that long.
No,
it was only for
5 or 6 weeks.
I don't even think it was 5. Was it?
I think it's 5 weeks.
Was it 5 weeks that we slept separately?
Was that hard? I couldn't do that.
It was
I
good because
I love to snuggle in there, man.
Well, then Abby was getting a lot more sleep because I was getting up with our baby in the night, and so I did the night shift.
So many people were like, "You guys, it's important to bond," and I was like, "When you're sleeping,
no."
Like I literally, I'm not aware. Of
We need separation. I work with them all day.
It's like I needed some space.
Need some space.
No, I love like
it's more cozy.
I'm very codependent, but like when I was so exhausted, I was really like, get out of here, get like, let me sleep. And so that was really nice. Also like recovering from surgery, like I was like, I need to like rest, and like if I heard the baby even make a little tiny peep, I would be like 100% awake.
Yeah.
So I was like, as much as like my pride wants to do everything right now, like I need to recover.
Yeah, and I was the one that suggested not sleeping together because I knew that she would wake up every second our kid.
Here come the gay rumors. You got to be careful of that, you know? Like I was the one who said let's sleep separate.
No, but I just oh my gosh. But I just stop. No, but I just knew that Abby would wake up with every teeny little noise.
And
so
he's a night owl anyway. Like
yeah. As a creative, like my brain just doesn't turn off at night, so just like okay, and so I'm used to being able to sleep in. Like if I need to sleep in till 10 a.m. because I was up all night long, I can do that. Abby is not capable of doing that. She just won't let her body do that.
So now we're back.
We're back.
Together.
And I think parents can relate. When we just had the one, there was a couple nights where Katie was like, I think I was about to go do busy work or something, and he's waking us both up. She's like, do you just want to go to the basement and sleep? And I was like, I never did, because I was like, I'd rather be here with you, but you have to do what you do as parents. Like,
see, I wasn't the one with the baby though. Like he was leaving with the baby,
right?
Yeah. Which I feel like most of the time it works where the wife is staying with the baby, like mom is with the baby.
Yeah.
But it didn't work like that. He would just come and get me when I needed to feed.
And to save Abby time, because it's like breastfeeding can take like 45 minutes. So
when
or an hour.
Little, like they just
oh my gosh.
forever.
So she would pump, and she pumps for 15 minutes. I can bottle feed. He'll slam a bottle in 15 minutes. It's just like bada bing, bada boom. We're done. Back in bed.
To sleep. Yeah. It was just the most efficient way, especially with a toddler that we had to have energy for during the day. It's not like we could just nap when the sleepy newborn's sleeping.
Yeah.
It was like a different ball game, but we're back. It's good.
I'm worried, man. We want more kids. I mean, how much tougher is 2 than 1?
That's actually not
Honestly,
Not too bad?
crazy of a change. The
Collect them
transition,
all at this point.
0
Like,
to
you've done
1,
the hardest part, I
Right.
feel like.
I don't know about that, but 0 to 1 was a big change. Like that was definitely the biggest.
Yeah.
Yeah, that's
Yeah.
overwhelming. How many kids do y'all want?
We're gonna
Keep
come
going.
back on. We're gonna
I
decide.
would keep going. Like,
You wanna keep going.
And
Oh,
he's
you're
kind
kinda-
of like, I'm max.
It's just like so hot. People don't talk about how. I mean, really, I'm sure you've been through it. Like it's hard on your relationship. Like having a newborn, and so like I really like Abby, and I really like having good times with Abby, and so it's just like why would we throw ourselves back into that all over again?
It's a good perspective, actually. 'Cause,
Yeah.
yeah, it's like
I
I want
really-
5 kids. I'm like, I feel like you're gonna ignore me for the 5.
Yeah.
so let's
Right.
have less. Yeah.
Yeah.
So we'll see. I think we did them like back to back. So we definitely need some breathing time. to,
Did
like-
y'all mean to do that?
No.
The unplanned. Yeah,
Yeah.
that was. The
It
whole
was
thing.
crazy. I was 4 months postpartum when I got pregnant.
Wow.
That's not recommended.
You
Have
guys
you guys
are in
ever?
love.
I'm sorry. What'd you say?
They are in love. Yeah.
It's crazy.
Have you guys ever done any like partnerships or brand deals with like fertility like companies or anything?
I don't know if we can talk about that.
Oh really? I was gonna say because you should.
Oh wait.
Like supporting fertility, like
Or I don't know.
No,
Or
no.
the other way.
You guys vaccinated? What are we talking about? Yeah.
Yeah, I
Wait, what?
mean, we were lucky to have 2 babies really quick,
Yeah.
yeah.
really shockingly fast.
Gotcha.
But
You want to be sensitive because we are lucky too. We know we have friends. Some people it's tough. Some people it's easy.
I know it's so weird.
It is. It's very weird.
Yeah, it was weird because we had friends at the time when we're obviously so happy to have 2 boys so close in age. It's gonna be so cute watching them grow up together and bond.
Do
It's
theater.
already so cute. Yeah, do theater together.
Yeah.
I'm actually
Be
really
the macho
excited.
guys in theater.
Yeah,
Stop talking about sports, dude. So straight.
my brother makes
so
fun of me.
straight.
Dude, my older brother, like he was like a sporty kid, so he always makes fun of me for that stuff. Cause
Yeah.
the theater. But no, what was I saying?
Watching your kids grow up, so close in age.
Completely.
We're interested
I
to
cut
see,
you
are
off.
you saying something about how we're interested to see like what they're gonna be like?
No, I literally completely lost my train of thought right
So
there.
sorry.
I have no idea. But yeah, that's anyway.
Well, any final questions?
No, they were all about fertility brand deals.
I know what you
Yeah,
were about to say.
he was like one of
He
the-
was
What?
saying our friends were telling us they were like
Oh!
expect like 6.
No,
6
I
months?
remember now. No,
Okay.
it was so sad because our friends that like had been trying forever. Luckily, they finally adopted a baby. We're so happy for them. They're so happy. But like when we found out we were pregnant by surprise, I'm like, why can't we switch? Like, why can't the
Yeah.
situation be switched right now? Because they want nothing. They want a baby so bad, and it wasn't working out for them. And
You're
like,
we
here
don't
we
even
are.
want this second
Here
one.
we-
No,
Oh my
yeah,
gosh.
it does.
But it's
suck.
just like life can be cruel sometimes. Like in that moment, I'm like, this is ridiculous. Like they want this more than anything, and now we were in over our heads with having it, like just trying to figure out how to be parents. We didn't know what we were doing.
Did your baby have a 4-month sleep regression?
Oh yeah.
Okay,
Oh.
so that's when we found out we
That's-
were pregnant.
in the midst of that,
It was just a step down from being like brought back to the first night's like newborn stage. Finding out we were pregnant then, I was literally like, this
Well,
is so
we're
crazy.
we're at Disney World, right? And we're like, you would expect to be having fun at Disney World, right? We were not.
Yeah.
Because we were just in a new place
He was crying all night.
with our kid who was just like could not sleep and was always, and it was just like, man, I want this kid to be happy, but it's like, how can we ever live again? Like, how can we ever be a couple again? How can we ever have alone time together? We're in Disney. We're supposed to be having the best time of our life in Disney World, and this isn't fun. And now we're gonna have another one of these.
Becoming a parent is like, so you just, I was constantly be like, Katie, we were driving past one of our favorite restaurants just the other day in Kansas City, and she pointed us like, oh, remember we went there, like last time we went there was so good. I was like, yeah, we should go there again. I was like, maybe we set up we get a sitter, I was like, we can't just waltz in a restaurant
Yeah.
for the
No.
next 20 years.
And it took
Like we
us-
used to just be like, let's go do that, and you have to
Yeah.
plan it. It's
Yeah.
it's a whole new ball game, but
It
it's
is.
great, but it's
it makes
huge adjustment.
the alone time more special.
And so now, after being parents now for 15 months, I think our brains have recalibrated. We understand that now. Luckily, we have family now in town. Abby's parents live with us, which has been so helpful. I never would have thought that, like, yeah, one day I want to grow up, have kids, and then I want my in-laws to live with me. You know, like that's just like, it sounds weird, but it's the best.
Yeah,
And
well,
the
now they
people
look
that
at
get
you
it,
guys.
get it.
You guys don't even raise them anymore, right?
Oh my-
yeah.
No, but people say that. People say
People
that.
say that all the time.
Yeah,
They're
yeah.
like, when
That's
are
awesome.
you going
Perfect.
to
Yeah.
watch your own kids?
Win-win.
I'm like, literally all day.
Yeah,
But I
well,
much rather have, like, I don't know. It's just nice that, like, in the time when I am working, like, it's his grandma that's spending time with my son, and that's really, really cool.
that is cool. I mean, yeah, I can imagine that's awesome. We are close to family, but not that close, and it's nice when you can just know. And because some people's parents don't, they're like, we're not watching your kid,
Right.
So it's nice when you have parents that are, you were raised by good parents. They want to be involved with your kids. It's very lucky.
Yeah, my mom was a teacher for 27 years.
Oh, she's a pro.
Yeah, she wasn't. It's kind of cool that this like full circle moment is happening because she wanted to be a stay-at-home mom, but they just couldn't financially do that. And now she's kind of like helping with her grandkids. Like it's
Yeah.
full circle.
Yeah.
It's really
Awesome.
cool that we're able to do that.
Well, cool. Y'all have anything you want to promote or anything? Y'all listen to their podcast, follow them, Matt and Abby everywhere. Anything?
Check out Matt's music.
Yeah, check out
I
Matt's
want to be
music.
his
Go watch my
groupie.
cringy singing videos.
Let's go. Tour
Yeah.
wife on the horizon.
Yeah, to her wife.
Let's go. Well, thank you all for coming on the podcast, letting us borrow your house, your setup.
Yeah, it's
And,
great.
Yeah, we'll be in touch.
Yeah.
Peace. That was Matt and Abby. Go follow them. Thanks for having us, Matt and Abby. They were awesome. Came out to the show.
Yeah, they
Dude, it
did.
was really nice. Met his brother came to the show, and his wife, also named Abby.
Yeah,
Kind of weird.
I missed them. They came in the green room when I left, but I heard they made some waves. DJ Michael was a big fan.
Oh yeah. I have a buddy whose wife Katie, sister Katie. Could you do it?
Hold on. Oh, interesting. I've never thought about sister.
I have another
Sometimes
friend.
the dog is the
Sister
same.
Alyssa, wife Alyssa.
So what's
You gotta go nickname for one.
What's interesting about that is that if the sister is not married yet, they have the same exact name.
That is true. That is how it
In
works.
both cases, it was like that for like a short. Well, one of them is still like that.
Yeah, my buddy, he a few times accidentally looked up. He's on a date with his sister.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So it just gets confusing.
That's like an Anchorman too, when he's like, I was blind, and so
Yeah,
I
it's like-
ate caulk. And like, surely you knew it. I'm blind.
I'm blind. Do you cheat with your sister? You have the same name. What do you expect?
That's confusing. I mean, of course it happened a couple times.
I kissed my sister. It's the same name.
The same contact in my phone. Did you have a childhood dog growing up?
I did.
What was the dog's name?
Not my sister's name.
Well,
Is
I was
that
going to
where
ask.
you're going with it?
No.
His name was Toby. Great dog name.
Okay.
I
That
thought
would
it
really
was
work.
Buster.
That was the second one.
Oh, okay. I
Don't-
didn't make
don't
that
bring up Buster.
I didn't make that up.
I was going to ask if you'd rather have a wife named Karen, your mom's name, or Toby, but didn't know Toby was
Toby.
I was hoping your dog's name was, Caroline or something, but never mind.
Okay. I forgot. I had this other dog named Sally.
Oh, okay. Cool. Would you rather Katie's name be Sally or Karen? Fun game.
Sally, I think.
Cool. Let's get to the
Dog.
video.
I kind of think I look like I could be a Sally.
Sally's not a bad name.
Every Sally's blonde.
Right. That's what. Yeah. The only Sallys I know are blonde.
And 6'6".
6'6", 130.
Okay, this video's been going around. These videos I personally love. These YouTube videos where they're like, we're going to see who the Harry Potter fake fan is. Let's see. Blah. What's this one? IQ test?
This one's IQ test with very diverse group of people with different backgrounds.
Love
And,
it. They always get diverse up in here.
Hope there's a Mormon.
Jubilee YouTube channel.
This is,
Everyone in this video
I
was
wasn't
tested.
planning to go to college.
When did this come out?
this is like 2001. So
Oh.
it went viral
Like,
for a
was it
while. and then-
2021?
Yeah. And then
22 years ago or 2 years ago?
2 years ago.
Okay.
This is right after 9/11.
20. And it recently kind of went viral again with people clipping it. So
Oh, okay, got it. I thought they were hitting
okay.
us with these people don't have COVID now. Which I think now you get more views. People are like, we confirm they'll have COVID.
Oh, cool.
Nice. Yeah.
Immunity.
It wasn't like a goal of mine. My parents were like, well, you should apply to at least one college. And I was like, we'll never get in here. And then I went to Yale.
Oh, that's
Okay,
fun.
little
I
sneak
see it.
peek.
6 people. They're all different. Okay, and then did they reveal their IQs? Who's the smartest?
Yeah. So at first, though, there is some drama where they're ranking different people's IQs. They're saying like how they would rank IQ. And
so they like rank and then they find out in reality.
I'd like to rank them.
Yeah. Do you want me to give a quick background of each person real quick? I kind of remember off the top of my head. But
give us the elevator pitch.
All right. This one on the far
young lady looks like a nice African American young woman.
She got into Yale. She's she admits that she's dyslexic. She didn't think she'd get into any college, and then she applied to one. It was Yale. She got into it.
Oh,
the guy right next to her, he only graduated high school and is a Marine.
Straight white male Marine.
One next to her, she's blonde, so she's a software engineer. She talks about how the way she looks, maybe she doesn't get as much respect
blonde
in the business world.
Feel that.
The one in the middle, she is the most vocal, kind of the villain of the story.
Oh.
Okay.
She has a PhD. She makes sure to flex it multiple times.
Flexes it, got it. Dark-haired girl, maybe a touch of Lebanese in that one. I don't know.
Fun guess.
She brags about working for a company that makes COVID testing kits, which we know were notoriously not good.
Not good.
So maybe it's her to
I got
blame.
I passed a few 65% accurate tests.
Yeah,
pretty good.
The one next to him, he's like a social media manager or something like that.
He's got pink colored hair.
Yeah, and then
oh boy,
this one at the very end, very quiet, humble guy, stays pretty quiet the whole time. But
East Asian.
Any education that we know of?
Doesn't matter. He's the smartest.
I mean,
that guy. You could tell by the way he's standing. He's a little meek, sweet guy with a basic tee on, and he's Asian. That guy's a genius. That guy's in your classroom. You sit next to him.
Yeah, that's a guy. Couldn't tell you what happened on NFL Sunday, but knows the mess out of a violin.
You get in a group. Yeah, that's a guy you get in a group project with, and you got a pros and cons because he's going to do most of the work, but he's going to make you meet Saturday at kickoff. And you're like, well, you're like Patrick, Ling or whatever. They always choose a really interesting American name. It's like, we can call you by your real name. That guy's a genius. Oh, Trey, Trey. That's a very judge a book by its cover. Well,
let's open up the book.
Let's open up the book.
All right. So you think he's going to be the smartest? What about pink hair, decked on the Hello Kitty stuff?
Ooh, the guy with the crazy pink hair. So dumb. He's obviously the dumbest there.
Because you're on record by saying you have nothing in common with people with colored hair.
On the record?
So you smart, they dumb.
Yeah, so that's nothing to do with him. It's just we have nothing in common, and I'm so smart.
They dumb. All right, so you put him as last.
Yep. Wow. What do you got, Katie? What do you think, or Jake? The girl. Well, Jake. I'll throw it to you next. Jake, give me the girl who's she looks like she's in a real power stance, bright red pants, PhD.
PhD is impressive.
COVID testing strips.
COVID testing. Bangs though. I don't know. No one who wears really red pants has ever been smarter than me. So I'm not going to put her in the top half. I'm going to put her somewhere. I'm going to leave her right where she is.
You never saw Stephen Hawking in bright colored red pants.
No, you did not. Albert Einstein? Nope.
Nope.
Brown baggies.
Give me the khakis. Ain't no red pants over there. Katie, the fellow blonde white girl. You feel her pain. What do you think?
I think she's actually probably pretty smart. She's a software engineer.
That's a good engineer.
I mean, she is an engineer. I feel like she's kind of like a lot of the girls that I went to school with that you would never really guess that they're actually brilliant.
Okay.
I think Katie's right, but I do think sometimes if someone says like, yeah, people don't think I'm like as smart as I actually am, then it's like, oh, you're probably not. Like if someone has to tell you.
If she actually says that.
She does not in the video. She's actually very humble too.
Misinformation. She's actually really smart.
Okay.
Right.
Okay. Katie's right. Yeah. We'll put her second.
Maybe even first.
Okay.
Marine. The black girl there got into Yale. Yale, automatically impressive.
Yeah.
But, they do only let minorities into Yale. That's true. Have you ever? I had a genius. They just don't do it. They're spreading the wealth.
Not this one.
The Asian guy. He's on Yale.
Well, they're not.
They're not allowed in Yale.
Oh, Asian acceptance rate in
really?
Ivy Leagues is.
Oh, that's really fascinating.
Yeah.
They love the Middle Easterns. That's interesting to me. I got a Middle Eastern girl, very smart, went to Harvard in my grade.
You're
I don't know
good.
what in my grade. Grade good.
It was 8th grade. I'm going to go black girl in the end. Wait, dyslexic, but Yale. Are we sure she even got into Yale? Because she misspelled it potentially. Or is there an anagram of Yale? Leah.
Yeah.
I don't know. She probably got into Yale.
Yale, A&M, Texas A&M.
I'm gonna put her third. I believe in her.
2, me, I don't know. PhD, cancer biology scientist. I work in a biotech company. We make COVID-19 testing kits, stuff like that. And then 6. It has nothing to do with your background. I don't think you really have the highest EQ out of all of us.
EQ?
Oh my God. Dude, when someone says EQ, you know that is just inversely related with their IQ. If they're like your EQ, I want to talk about the EQ.
Also,
IQ plummet.
why did she even bring that? They are specifically talking about their IQ, not their Why did she even bring that up?
You're emotional. I'm not getting great vibes for emotional.
Is that what it is? EQ is your emotional quotient?
Yes.
I've never even heard of that. I thought it was equal. I thought it was like your treble is high, but your bass is too low.
Your
What is EQ?
Your emotional intelligence.
Oh, wow. But that would be EI, right? Not EQ. EQ, because it's intelligence quotient.
Emotional quotation? I don't
Your
know.
emotional
Maybe that's the
quotient.
thing. Yeah, I work lab, COVID test. It's like you're not making like, high-end
Fighter
technology.
jets.
It's just like a Q-tip or something,
That's great.
Like because the way he carries himself, he was ranking intelligence based on his point of view and not taking in other people's point of views and compiling results. But really just came down to his body language, his demeanor, the way he carried himself, the way he acted towards the group.
I would put...
Hold on, pause that. So she's like, the problem with him was he was trying to measure intelligence by what he knows. But when it came down to it, I based it off his body language.
Yeah.
I didn't think it was very smart because of the way he held his arms.
How high do you need your EQ to get rid of those bangs? I mean, we're not reading the room with those.
Yeah, what's the body language say on bright red skin tight jeggings?
His clothes were too regular, and I just wanted more red.
Too much of a hero. Too.
Yeah.
Something fell out of his pocket. It was some like purple shaped heart. I don't know what that was. He just did not seem smart though. I don't know.
All right. Let's see how we did.
Can you see real quick how they rank them?
I'm gonna go. My ranking is
how they rank themselves.
Yeah. Let's see.
Yeah,
that.
I want to see how they
rank
rank. I want to see how they
themselves.
rank themselves.
Okay.
That's a good point.
I'm going, because I got my Asian guy 1. I got my purple haired guy last. Marine 5.
Red pants 4th.
Red pants 4. White girl 2.
Crop top.
Yale
2nd.
3. The Yale 2nd. White girl 3.
All right. So
This is the good reveal.
It's a bummer they made the military guy go last.
This is the order. I'm sorry.
Yeah.
They think the Marines the dumbest.
Yeah,
Yeah.
they're very vocal about that, and no one likes them there. Really.
I mean, man, our perception was really close.
This is what they think.
this is what they think.
Yeah.
Our similar perceptions here.
Yeah.
Okay.
All right. So the big reveal.
This is like such a mean experiment. Can you imagine just meeting strangers and like you're the dumbest one?
I know.
You're
That's what I'm
going
like-
off to fight for our country. You're an idiot.
Back of the line.
It was kind of expected. We're being ranked by intelligence, an IQ test. It's not that far out the realm of
Pause
possibility.
real quick.
So number-
It would be funny if we're like, he got to get a fair shake and they interview the Marine. He's like, I don't know why in the world that don't on it. Like, oh, that was why.
Oh, okay. Derek didn't talk in
So
that
this is the
accent.
actual one?
Yep.
Here's the
One
reveal.
is Raymond. Number 2 would be Kaylee.
Ooh, good job,
Number
Katie.
3 will be Tyler. And number 4 would be Shada.
Upset.
Number 5 is Sean. And number 6 is Maria.
Yeah!
Okay. Some
Pretty-
shakeups. Good for the military. Bad look for Yale. Good
Bad
look for
look
crop
you.
tops.
The best part of this is
They have the same though.
the best part is the Asian dude. Everyone thought he was the smartest and knew he was the smartest, and he was the smartest. It's just
But
never fails.
the other girl wasn't that far behind.
That's true.
Yeah. Okay. Shout out
I mean,
the
this one at
blonde
the end-
white girls.
So these could, I think, any day of the week be substituted out for each other. This
Yeah.
one who was the most arrogant during the whole video, she's
PhD.
down by a lot.
I mean, what's her PhD in?
Chemistry,
literature or something.
like cancer research or something
COVID
like that.
test.
Cancer research.
Okay. So that's not nothing. That's not communication or
Right,
something.
yeah.
But yeah, Red Pants
Oh,
is
I
in
didn't
last
tell-
with 112.
That's a fun game. Cool. Well, shout out to the blonde white girls. Good job, Katie.
You knew software.
Oh yeah.
can't fake
she's an
that.
engineer. Yeah, you can't.
Did we find out what the smartest guy, Eastern Asian guy, what does he do? What's his story?
He was pretty quiet the whole time. I kind of forgot. It was something
nonverbal.
Very.
Those are the smartest ones. Yeah. It's impressive.
Okay, let's.
He was really quiet. Does he speak English or?
Yeah,
He
could you
doesn't even speak English.
Just put him in this video.
could you imagine being what an interesting, like, you're gonna come do this kind of like social experiment. You get in there and everyone's like, line yourself up smartest to dumbest, and everyone's kind of like, I think you're at the end of the line.
Even if you
Like-
prove him right, it's still like, okay, my perception is dumb.
Everyone thinks I'm dumb. Yeah.
I walk into an average room, they think I'm the dumbest one in there.
Yeah, that's brutal.
Do these people get paid to do this? Like, maybe it was like, hey, chance to be on this YouTube channel with 1 million subscribers. Oh, cool, let's do it. And they're like, yeah, we're gonna have you rank your intelligence. Like, well, that wasn't that fun.
But they surely knew because they had to take the test prior, so
Oh, that's
they
a good
knew
point.
that it had.
Yeah,
you
I
know,
wonder how much they pay these people to do these. Because
It's like being an extra on a show.
Yeah.
Like, well,
Yeah.
it's already $70 for your time.
Yeah.
Okay, that was fun. Let's wrap up with a quick segment. Let y'all get out of here. It's been a minute. Let's get triggered up in here. I am triggered. I've now that it's here. We were even saying this earlier. We're gonna be gone all of Christmas. That's sad. We're not gonna do Christmas decor. Maybe we put it up early. It's just not Christmas. The people whose entire personality is like, hey, I'm that guy, guys. Remember, it's middle of October and my tree's up. I'm crazy. Those people that want attention for that got me triggered. You're not cool because you put up your plastic tree before Halloween. You just cool. That's your own house. You have fun. You suck candy canes all night. I don't care. But it's not that. It's just you're putting up decor early. I don't need to know about it.
Every year you see the same memes posted in Instagram stories. October 31st,
Yeah.
Halloween. Rip off the old school, calendar. November 1st, Christmas time.
That's what I
Elf, Buddy the Elf time.
Oh my gosh, babe. Is that Christmas music?
Already, he always does this every year.
It's not even Halloween yet.
It's
And you're
how he was
playing-
raised. He warned me when we were engaged. He said he was like this.
Triggered. Do your thing. It's fine, but you shouldn't have this content devoted every year where all of us are supposed to go, that's crazy.
Zaniest guy I follow.
Oh, I got to DM and say I disagree.
I don't know.
I don't
about
think
you.
so.
Couldn't live there.
Yeah.
Fun discourse.
You're married to a crazy one. They got garland up in October.
How do you do it? It was
my trigger.
65 degrees today. Fun.
Hot cocoa? Come on.
Katie, any thoughts?
No, I kissed my sister under the mistletoe. Crazy Christmas.
Same name.
Same name. Babe, how many times do I have to explain it? I fell in love with a girl with the same name as my sister.
It's confusing.
I'm gonna kiss my sister a few Christmases.
I have it written on my mirror, but sometimes I forget. It's confusing.
I mean, I think you guys covered it pretty well.
Covered it.
But I will miss decorating our house. I personally won't be doing that. But if you want to do
No, we're
that,
not doing it. I thought that today, like I'm gonna do it, and I thought I'm definitely not gonna do it.
There's
And I'm
just-
very glad because she makes us do a real tree. So I'm pretty pumped to not have to deal with that.
Yeah,
crap.
fire hazard.
But I am sad that, Thomas's, so Trey's sister told us last night she bought kind of this like felt tree. It's kind of like a kid's toy thing that you can put on the wall that she's going to
Blackjack
bring
table.
to Australia. And so that's going to be our Christmas tree.
Yeah, that'll go horizontal quick. And we'll,
Yeah.
we'll
Did you
deal
say felt?
Felt? That's awesome.
And so Thomas's first Christmas tree is going to just be like a felt Christmas tree. That's
It's got poker chips
so
all over
I'm
it.
planning on going to a tree farm in Australia.
Got
Actually.
cigarette
Oh,
burns
wow.
on it.
Spilled some scotch on Thomas's Christmas tree.
I'm going to buy a cheap Christmas tree there. I think we should.
Rachel will be really into that idea. She's kind of bummed too. I think the only day we're in town all of December is the 21st. And it's like, that's not enough to put up a tree.
So are you, because you guys are flying back right after the New Zealand
after New
show.
Zealand. But then, probably straight to Iowa after that
Yeah,
or
okay.
something. So we also talked about maybe Christmas tree now. And then we talked about it like, it seems like a lot of work.
Yeah.
I don't
Yeah,
know.
yeah.
Just, it's warm outside.
Yeah.
You got it triggered?
My triggered is throughout the neighborhood where Rachel and I live lately, been seeing a lot of people going door to door. And I don't know, usually this is like after a big thunderstorm. Maybe these people hit the suburbs. They're like, hey, I do hail damage. You mind if I take a look at your roof or something? So I've been trying to figure out what these guys have been doing. Like maybe it's leaf stuff removal. Maybe it's gutters. But these guys keep coming to our door. We keep just like, hey, shh.
Yeah, right.
And just kind of Mitch McConnell on our couch. And it's like, they can't see us. Just stay. I'm tired of answering the door. Rachel, the ultimate people pleaser, finally answered the door in a moment of weakness when I wasn't at the house. She's just like, I just had to.
Oh, no.
Opens the door. So I've been triggered by how often these people are just circling, like vultures around our neighborhood, sometimes 2 at a time. Come to find out, they've been going door to door. They're trying to like get people's attention. So the city is about to redo our street that our driveway runs up to. They're like making it bigger. They're adding a sidewalk. And so it's already been approved. But basically, because they have to take some of our property, they gave us this thing.
They're paying you, right?
Yes. The first, I don't know if we get to negotiate. I don't know if I get to come back. But their first offer, if you want to put that, $8,500.
To paying you?
Yes.
To do what?
To essentially take some of their property for a sidewalk and expansion of the road.
Yeah. So they like some of our like livable property, like it is like we really are losing ground. Like they're putting a sidewalk on the other side, but on our side it's like a ditch and like a sewage system that's no longer there. So they're taking out part of our driveway that's like this like kind of pull off spot to the side, like that's coming down. But we were like, take all you want, brother. Let's get that rate up.
You should counter offer.
How much is a tree worth? You cut that down while you're at it. Yeah. So
because I mean, I feel like you should. I feel like 8,500. I mean, that is a good offer, but they're taking part of your yard forever. Like that's gone.
Yeah,
so it's part of your property.
Wow.
Yeah. So I don't know what the rules are, but I would love to counter offer. Like I mean, it's good, but I don't get out of bed for 15.
You need to take. You should. I mean, do some math there. How much did you buy your house for?
Yeah.
Divide
how much
that.
is it worth?
Yeah.
Yeah, so reverse triggered, getting real annoyed by the guys with iPads circling the neighborhood. Turns out they were just trying to give me money. So stay tuned.
Wow.
They were just knocking over and over. Come on, man. I have this big check for you.
Yes.
You know they've been going to their bosses like, we can't get anyone to answer the door. This is crazy.
Yeah, little I know, it was Mr. Beast, basically. It's like, here's a briefcase.
Yeah.
The first person to answer a door, I'm going to give them a house. There's no one will answer the door. So shout out Rachel for answering the door finally.
Cool.
Uno reverse card on Triggered.
You have any triggers?
No.
Thomas is crying right
Pleasant
now.
week.
That trigger you?
Yeah, that's triggering me a little bit.
Okay. Thank you all for listening. Yeah, thanks for Matt and Abby. Go check them out. And check out the episode I did with them over on their channels. Comment on their YouTube. The Recties in the house. That'll freak them out. But like, subscribe, and we'll talk to y'all next week.
Correct opinion.